Personnel.
What?
Hook up. Inboard personnel. Hook up. 30 seconds. Stand in the door.
Whatever the hell that means.
Those are for the paratroopers out there. Those are jump commands. Those are the last things you hear before you jump out of the goddamn aircraft.
On 3 bells or just...
No, 3 bells is shit's on fire. It's getting bad.
So kind of like Michigan is what you're saying.
Yeah. We got that going on right now, yeah.
Just a bit. Just a bit. And on YouTube. But just a little bit on YouTube. A little bit of 3 bells, a little bit of a bird of action on fire, whatever you want to call it. We are diving out of the plane without a parachute after we get out of jail.
Adam, get out, yeah.
Jail.
We're in bad boy jail, which I don't think we didn't earn that. They're just screwing with us.
Shocker. You want to smell it?
2 in the pink, 1 in the stink. Pull 2 back and give it a twist.
Just to let everybody on YouTube know, you're about on a minute delay from us. So if you send in a chat or something, and you want to have, and you're waiting for it to be addressed, it might take about a minute, about 50 seconds.
Yeah. Hey,
it's
listen.
A heck of a delay.
We need more subscribers on our 2 alternate channels. We got to have 1,000 so we could do the super chats effectively.
Super chats.
We are so close.
We are so close. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do a quick check here. Let me refresh the stream.
We were 1 C.
Oh, we just hit it.
We did.
We just hit it. After we went live, we just hit 1,000 subscribers. So we could have monetized this, but we can't. Now it's too late.
That's too late. All right.
Damn it.
Yeah, next time.
That's like, you're getting together with a chick when you're 18, things are getting hot and heavy, and she gives you a clear indicator that things are, she wants them to go to the next level, but you're young and dumb and full of, and you don't really know any better. And then like 3 years later, after you finally know the deal and you've been around the block a couple times in college, you flash back to that chick and you're like, damn it.
Because that's really one of the few regrets men have is all the poon we didn't hit.
Oh, yeah. Women regret what they did do. Men regret what we didn't do.
Yes. Yes. There is some poon out there I regret not hitting, but it is what it is. Oh, well.
Oh, well. Yeah, what are you going to do?
So you want to go over how we got all these crazy strikes on YouTube for stuff that was already manually reviewed?
I think we're going to have to. I'm sure everybody is going to want to know exactly what the H is going on, why we're on this channel. I mean, it should be kind of self-explanatory. We got 2 strikes in 2 weeks on videos that were both manually reviewed, one of which was approved for all advertisers.
They both were approved for all advertisers.
The first one was in limited status, which I'm still not even sure why. There was not any harsh language in it. There was no objectionable material. There were no boobies, no nothing. They just struck it because it's a scam.
Yeah, okay. Whatever, that's fine.
Fail.
Yeah, it's I'm really upset about that whole thing. But, to be honest with you, we are in asymmetrical warfare. We need to be more efficient and more maneuverable. YouTube is the big titan, and we need to be able to turn on a dime and adjust.
And that's what we're going to do. But let's talk about what happened, I think, as far as what's been going on with YouTube, because there's a lot more going on than just us.
Oh, yeah.
If what you heard earlier was true, I'll let you be the bearer of bad news. You go right ahead. About Andy No.
Oh, well, I heard Andy No got his channel clipped. I don't know if that's true or not. It's rumor control. I personally think I like the guy. He just tells the truth, and they call him a grifter, and he's dangerous.
Of course, yeah. Anyone who tells the truth now is a threat to the establishment. So we gotta crush that down. We want to limit their enthusiasm. It's like when Ron Swanson deliberately calls people by the wrong name because he thinks you're getting too chummy.
I like that.
I know.
But let's see. We have a new terms, TOS, terms of service through
oh, yeah. You
YouTube.
want me to bring those up for you?
Yeah, bring them up.
All right. Let's check them out here so everybody can see exactly why every YouTuber between here and Timbuktu is like, screw you. All right, let me go over here. I'm going to try to increase the size of the font here so y'all can see what's up. Yeah. So these are just the things that YouTube will admit to.
Up front.
Facial recognition restrictions, which I didn't even know existed on the platform, to be completely honest. I will never activate that kind of stuff on my phone. I think that's creepy.
Yeah, I won't either.
I'm already not happy about the kind of stuff that just happens on my phone on a regular basis. Have you ever been, let's say, like last night, for example, the family and I watched Home Alone. You know, Christmas is coming, put on something nice. We're watching Home Alone. Before we went to bed, we didn't post anything about it online, nothing about it on social media. One of the first ads that shows up on social media after that is for something Home Alone related.
Really?
Yeah. Is that a little creepy? Does anybody else out there have an experience like that? Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, that's actually I search for some pretty wazoo stuff, and then I see ads for it on Facebook. Like I was looking for one of those home pizza cooker things.
Yeah.
And for months after that, I just searched for it one time, and I was getting ads for it on Facebook for months.
Well, that's one thing, because you actually went and searched for something. I didn't search for anything about Home Alone. The Amazon account that I was watching it on isn't actually mine. Don't send anybody after my buddy. I'm not going to tell you who he is.
Ooh.
We share. Just Amazon.
But somehow you're linked to it.
Yeah, I'm linked to it because it's on my television. But I think my phone is just picking up stuff that we're talking about in the house or that we happen to be watching.
Well, that's pretty creepy, bro.
A little bit.
I want to go back to the old flip phone. The hell with this smartphone crap.
Between Zuckerberg selling our stuff to China, and now I have to worry about my phone listening to me and tracking me and stuff when it's not on, when it's not near me, it's listening into me. It's like,
Yeah, and one of the things that my phone does that I find is really annoying
1984
is it automatically dims the screen. I get up in the morning, I set the screen to a certain brightness level, and depending upon where I go throughout the day, it'll get brighter or less. I just want it to stay where it is. I'm old school. Yeah. Set it, leave it alone, don't care.
Well, if you want some help with that, I can probably fix it before I leave.
Oh, thank you.
There's got to be something in your settings that you don't know about. It's like an auto detect somewhere in there.
Because even on my computers, I never ever save passwords. No. I will dump my internet history like every other week. I use the CC cleaner, where I go through and I wipe out everything every 90 days or so.
That's important.
So, but yeah, it just it's kind of spooky, the amount of information that's being collected on everyone. And even if you're a kid, I mean, they're sizing you up. They're sizing you up for a hole-in-one by the time you're 18.
Fail. Yeah, it's some creepy science fiction crap that we're living through right now, without a doubt.
Yeah, and if you look at the middle part of this TOS change,
I'm going to bring this up here for you. This is the part that's got everybody pissed off. Here you go. YouTube's right to monetize. YouTube has the right to monetize all content on the platform and ads that may appear on videos from channels not in the YouTube partner program.
Okay, so I went back on our Google email, right? And they started sending us warnings and so forth about our videos being monetized or not being able to monetize roughly in 2017. There's nothing before that.
No.
Okay.
And it was only after the last election, shocker, that this stuff started to happen.
And I actually forwarded all of those emails to another email account out from underneath Google for any future litigation. And so it's, oh man. So what they're doing is They said during the adpocalypse that there wasn't enough advertisers for the amount of people on YouTube, so they were cutting back on the people who could partake in the ad revenue. And I think, from what we're seeing here, is YouTube is starting to feel the pinch of people fleeing the platform.
Yeah. What really blazes my balls about this whole thing is that the reason why the whole adpocalypse, well, there's been two now, right? You had the original from 2016 after the election, and then you had the Vox adpocalypse that the media loves to blame on Crowder, which it's really has to do with the stunning and brave sausage swallower over that used to work there. I think he's gone now. Thank God. But now, one of the main reasons, and the reasons why this should piss everybody off, is that there just weren't enough ads to go around, which is why they started limiting monetization in the first place. It didn't completely have to do with, well, our advertisers don't want, to be associated with these people and extremists and blah, blah, blah. No, it's all about money. If they can make money, they're not going to care who they make it from. Obviously. All of these people are in bed with China. I mean, champions of human rights, no matter which way you look at it. Am I right? But I'm just saying.
Well, our MGTOW and Red Pill stuff from the very beginning was very unpopular.
Yeah.
We were getting shadow banned from right from the get.
And it's still trying to screw us over here. Hey, let me see if I can. I'm going to see if I can do a tiny URL link, because for some reason it's not letting people. Oh no, it's working. Okay. Robert Howell. It says cannot find. What are you having difficulty with? I just clicked on the link myself and it came up. So, just to let everybody know, Super Chats are disabled because we didn't hit 1,000 subscribers until after we started the stream. You cannot monetize unless you have 1,000 subscribers.
Okay.
But if you look in the description of the video, or if you click on the link that I just posted in there, if you want to do the equivalent of a Super Chat, click on that. YouTube takes no money at that point, which is glorious.
Now, we are running, we have the Redonkulous Pop channel.
Yeah.
We got Grunt Speaks, and what's the other one?
Grunt Speak, and the other one is just called Terrence Pop again.
Okay.
But it's specifically the pop culture videos and nothing else.
Yes.
And just this channel is the first 2 seasons of Live from the Lair and nothing else. And it's the same thing with the pop culture channel. That one is just the first 2 seasons.
Because ideally, we want to have anywhere between 3 and 5 channels with a minimum of 1,000 subscribers. So if we have to, we can jump around live streaming to different channels as the need arises.
Because they are clearly after us at this point. It is not a question of if. It's not a conspiracy theory anymore.
No.
They're going back, and we have already gotten on the Pop Culture channel by itself, we got a community guidelines strike on a video that's 6 years old, and we didn't even have a community guidelines warning before the strike.
I know, they're not following their own rules. I have that on the board right there. Not following their own rules.
Yeah. If we were talking about, stunning and brave reassignment surgeries to specific body parts that get scooped out and thrown into a dumpster with a melon baller, we could go into as disgusting amount of detail as we want, and they would have nothing to say about it. Guaranteed.
Yep.
I guarantee it.
Yep. Yeah, ideally what I want to do down the road is maybe do a channel where we just talk about the books I write and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should do that.
Like literally I could write a chapter, we get on, do a live stream about it, read it, I think that'd be pretty cool.
Well, and we've been talking about this for a long time, and during the holiday season, we're finally going to have the time to do it. So, and this is something you've been talking about since the beginning. As Pop's Christmas gift to you, the Christmas episode this year will be Pop reading 50 Shades of Grey in his code speak.
Yes, but you guys need to tell me what chapters you want me to read or what sections, because I cannot sit down and read that book cover to cover. I just don't have the patience for it.
You're assuming that people who watch our show will have read 50 Shades of Grey.
I'm sure there are guys who watch this show who have significant others who've read the book. They could say, "Yeah, what's a good chapter for this guy to read?"
Fair enough. All the dudes out there, they probably just skipped the good parts on Mr. Skin or Orn Pay Hub. You know. Dakota Johnson just have a very nice hiney.
That will be funny, though.
She does look like her mama.
Yeah.
Melanie Griffith is her mama. I don't know if you know that.
No, I don't know.
No, well, now you do. You learn something new every day.
I don't care. Don't care.
But anyway, as we were saying, like, you can see why there's so many YouTubers that are pissed off about all this, because not only are they going to be monetizing videos that have been deemed, unfit for monetization
for years,
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to monetize your stuff. We're just not going to pay you. We're going to take the money. So basically, you are giving YouTube free money now.
Well, and I think they're already doing that when you get your stuff put in a limited state and they're still running ads on it. I don't think they're paying you, a fair market on that at all, if they're paying you at all.
Oh, I agree with that. I highly doubt that whatever market share we have would be considered remotely fair in the real world.
No, and I know we had, at one point, we had 90% of our category unmonetized, and they were still running ads on it.
Yep.
Yeah, we'd get emails from guys like, "Hey, man, there's ads on this." I'm like, "Really?"
Mm-hmm. And it's not like we have a bunch of copyright strikes or something where that would be possible. Because if you have a copyright strike on something, but they don't get, well, not a strike, but if they give you a copyright notice, back in the day, I used to use the Spanish flea music.
Yeah.
I would put that in a couple of videos. And if they got flagged for copyright, then the copyright holder of that music could collect from that video being monetized. But these are just random videos that were all fair use, no copyright notices, nothing.
Yeah. I mean, we do have some fair use stuff in there, but it is what it is. Sometimes you just got to grab 15 seconds of somebody else's work and twist it to prove a point.
Exactly.
I'm totally cool with that. Just like if I use a joke from another comedian, I will usually give him a call back on it.
Oh yeah.
Like, I use a lot of Chris Rock stuff. Dude.
Let's go out there and make that witch happy.
That dude's a genius. Like, back when he came out with that toss your salad routine.
Toss your salad.
Like, I would literally go to a restaurant, and if there was a part of the menu that said toss salad, I'd walk out. I could not eat it. I couldn't. It ruined it for me, man.
Your imagination when it comes to stuff like that is really overworked. Like, have you actually been able to enjoy like Neapolitan ice cream or chocolate milk ever since we did the Coco episode? Oh, I ruined it for you.
You ruined it.
Yes.
I told you, man.
I get in there and I'm flipping switches and you're thinking me.
Well, after my TBI, when my brain healed, it didn't. There's filters that didn't come back. I lost my eidetic memory, but my imagination doubled. So, I mean, all of the stuff for the show is like some of my crazy-ass stuff I think up in the middle of the night. Even the books I write, I mean, that's all imagination. I mean, my thinking me rewired completely differently. In fact, that Warrior's Way book I wrote, I wrote that because my brain no longer operated under the old operating system, and it was causing me all kinds of problems. I had to literally sit down. It took like 2 years to consciously upgrade my software to something else. and that book helped out a lot.
Wow.
So, I mean, that's what happened with that.
And that's all I have to say about that.
Yeah. And, I was, like, I'll use that Southern drawl, and, like, my daughters hate it.
Oh, really?
Like, Dad, that sounds so creepy. Stop it.
Stop it, Dad.
I'll
tell you what.
Like, come on now. You're my daughters. We got to go do this stuff now. Come on. Why you got to be like that? Dad, stop it. Oh, my God. I just have to laugh.
You're culturally appropriating voices, Dad.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I have friends of mine who are red trash. This is how they talk.
I got friends in low places, just like the song says.
Good times.
As long as you don't have friends in perverted places, like, hey, girls, check
Well-
out that nice chunk of me jogging there in that nice tight little pinky sports bra.
No, I'll be honest. Like when my daughters were younger, we'd be in the car, and there'd be some women running on the side of the road, like in Royal Oak,
Yeah.
and I would say some stuff, and they would get all pissed off. Stop it.
Stop it, Dad.
I'd be like, look at that. She's got a nice rump roast. Stop it. Oh, my God.
Dad.
You're such a pig. Yes, I am. I am. I don't deny it. I'm cool with it. Yeah.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
No, I'm totally cool with it, man.
Interesting little point here.
I don't care. Any comments?
Oh, yeah, we got some one here in particular, MGTOW Ghost.
Ghost.
The Quartering just exposed a video that is monetized with BLM hating on Who Whiteys. They're making money off it. No YouTube strikes for them.
Nope. Now, to all of my brethren out there, I would highly suggest that you go take some boxing lessons and some wrestling lessons because you can learn how to destroy people relatively quickly with those two arts, like in 90 days. In 90 days, you could be ripping people up on wrestling and tearing people up punching.
Oh, wow.
90 days. Now, if you take martial arts, take a couple years. Yeah, listen. No, in today's day and age, you don't have a couple years. You got like 90 days. Knock it out. Especially if you're under 35. You should be able to whip your body into shape relatively quickly.
Oh, I was kicking the living crap out of my punching bag last night. It went like 7 rounds of 3 minutes each. By the time I was done, I was like, God, I'm too old for this. I felt like Murtaugh at the end of Lethal Weapon.
Yeah, I got to get back into the gym myself. I've been
One funny thing, though, completely off subject, but you guys love it when we go off in the weeds. So here we go. I'm going to do the face. You go ahead. Do the face. Okay.
What?
What? Oh. Well, I'm not sure when it happened. In my house with a 6-year-old son and lots of heavy crap and whatever, I'm sure something got dropped on it or someone jumped on it with all their weight. I'm pretty sure I fractured something in like the top of my foot and like just south of where my big toe connects. Well, last night I'm kicking the crap out of the bag. All of a sudden I hit a roundhouse kick on it, just perfect. And all of a sudden my foot just goes boing like a gong, and I feel everything radiate up into my thigh. I'm like, that's kind of weird. But then I finish up. I do my rounds. I keep finishing up. And I go and I sit down and I'm rubbing that spot that's been sore on my foot for like a week. And all of a sudden it feels better. I'm like, did I fracture it? And then just suddenly like knock it back into place? That's amazing. And it feels even better today.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
don't
love
know.
when that happens.
No, when I used to do shin conditioning back in the day when I used to fight international rules, and you're like slamming your shins with Coke bottles and whiskey bottles and iron bars and shit.
That's some hardcore stuff right there.
Yeah, and you're building up the calcium. You're killing off the nerve endings. I still don't grow hair on my shins because of that.
Oh, somebody in the comments says, talk about Bitcoin and crypto. We do have Bitcoin and crypto. You go to redonkulous.com/donate. All of the blockchain stuff is right there.
Yeah, but we've got like almost nobody donated on crypto at all.
But speaking of donations, we do have a few. The first one was before the stream even started. Patriot of the West with a $12.91 super chat. But it came through, I think it was Australian, and it was 1776 super chat, so that's very
I wonder
clever.
if you did that on purpose. That's cool.
Sergeant Popp, you have helped me through some dark times, and should I ever earn the honor of serving your nation and earning my place one day, I'd love the opportunity to drink some scotch and smoke some cigars with you, preferably in Nevada, with both forms.
Well, we can drink some scotch. I don't smoke anything, but we can shoot guns because this is America.
Some guns.
Guns. Love guns. I'll shoot me some guns.
We should do a video of you going out and shooting some guns.
Yeah.
We've been doing this for what? Almost 8 years? We've never actually seen you shoot some guns.
Come on now.
What do you mean, come on now? It'd be fun.
I've been putting it off because I don't want to get the channel canceled for shooting guns.
True enough. But you know what?
We can probably do it on an alt tech channel. They don't care.
That's actually a very good time to bring this up because we were talking about this before we got here because this is what? The third or fourth incident of us being put into YouTube jail in the last year.
No. It's the second this year.
The second this year
it's
where
the
we've
fourth since we started.
Yeah. But we're out for 2 weeks. And now they're going back through our older videos on the archive channels that we set up, and they're trying to throw strikes against them. It's like there's absolutely nothing. There's no consistency to the rules anymore.
No.
So let us know what you think. We may go alt tech only with the full episodes. Still have the uncensored stuff, the uncensored good stuff available on our Patreon and Subscribestar, and then post the really good bits, and YouTube would be mostly live stream at that point.
Yeah. And then I think we should privatize everything and see if we can, at least till the end of February, see if we can ride this out.
I've actually been talking to Donovan Sharp as well.
Uh-huh.
He has his own streaming platform, SharpStream.
Yep.
And he's working with me on possibly setting up our own private live stream as well.
Oh, that'd be great.
So that could be something coming down the pipe as well.
Yep. But the thing about the live stream on Facebook is you get the donations, man. I mean, that's good money. That's what we use to survive.
Sean O says, "Don't leave YouTube." I didn't say we're leaving YouTube, but YouTube left us a long time ago.
Yeah. Why do you think YouTube is going to monetize everything on their channel that they see fit, and there's nothing you can do about it? Because they have chased a lot of people off of their platform, and they only have themselves to blame for doing this. They had a monopoly. All they had to do was let people do what they do. Don't interfere. They would be huge. But now we have a whole bunch of other alternate platforms coming up that will be serious competition for them in the next 24 to 36 months.
Yep.
Boom.
Uman says that you can privatize live streams through Patreon as well. Yes and no. Privatizing the live streams through Patreon requires an unlisted YouTube link. So we're never going to be able to leave YouTube entirely, but it may just become a live stream platform in the future.
We'll see. Or we can put tidbits up in there here and there.
I know that a lot of people are worried about alt tech getting canceled or whatever, but you know what? The propaganda has been coming fast and fierce, and what's been happening instead? It's been growing at exponential rates. We just hit 1 million views on our BitChute this last week.
What about Parler?
Oh, Parler, yeah, big time. Let me bring up that article that we were talking about here.
MeWe, Parler, and Gab.
MeWe, it's such a weird name for a platform, MeWe. Yep. Within days of the election, social media, mainline tech social media, especially Facebook, experienced an exodus that now I think is capped out about 5 million new users on Parler after it hit #1 on the App Store within just a few days of the election.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to stop either, to be honest.
Oh, no, it's going to keep going. These sites are going to continue to grow.
We can always go back to MySpace. We have a MySpace. We haven't used that in years.
MySpace.
Hey, they have videos on there.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with going back to the past as long as it's still there waiting for you, and it is. MySpace is still there. You would think that it's just gone. Like Tom sold his shares and then he just went off into the Himalayan mountains to bang exotic pieces of trim or something. But no, he's
to ring bells and smoke some ganja. I don't understand. I could never do that. I mean, I could go chase young tail, but I smoke ganja and ring bells. It's not me.
Nah.
I tried like an
people in the
edible
comments
once.
on
I couldn't do it.
Parler and MeWe.
Gab.
Gab is good too.
Yeah.
The only thing that I've noticed about Gab is that it has a hard time with the hyperlink expansion where it'll show a preview. It's plain text all day long on there.
Well, what are you gonna do? Hopefully they'll fix that.
We have a few more donations here. We can cover these here.
Finky
donated $1. $1 a day keeps the fee-fails at bay. Fee-fails. I like that.
I like that. I like that.
Polska Bob, welcome back, sir. $25 chat. Get me some booze. Well, get some booze on me, gentlemen. What do you think? What can $25 buy?
Oh, I can get some good tequila. Let's call it what it is. Put your dick in a fat chicken. Fuck the police. That's what we call tequila.
It's a good thing we didn't even try to monetize. But you know what? I think monetizing at this point, I would feel like I was almost insulting everyone to monetize our content at this point. I mean, I think, doing the exclusive content on the Patreon and the Subscribe Star, that's good because that's people telling us, yes, this is what we want. We want more. Mm-hmm. When they sign into a live stream and they donate or a super chat, that's them telling us, yes, this is what we want. We want more. Ads? Nobody wants that shit. And especially if it's going to be on everything, I say let's demonetize the frickin' channel, except for the live streams. So, we can accept chats for those. But download some ad blocker software and just wave this towards Silicon Valley.
Yeah. I mean, the most I think we ever pulled down in ads from YouTube was in 2015. It was like $1,800.
Yeah, that was our golden age. Brief as it was.
But after that, we never went over $450 a month.
No. Our golden time on YouTube was that 2 or 3 month period right around the time that we discovered the Butthole Pleasures Queen, Tessa Newell, who we just did a sequel about. And, of course, Gamey Horton. That woman is more famous because of us than because of her own achievements. Think about that.
And her own warts.
It probably looks like a cauliflower wrapped in lace down there.
It's horrible.
I know.
Ugh.
Just nasty. And apparently she used to be an actress.
Really?
Yeah, back in the day. There was actually an acting reel that you could look at on YouTube once upon a time. I'm not sure if that went down along with her channel that she
took down,
gave the axe to. Thankfully, I downloaded all the videos anyway for posterity, if you know what I mean.
Of course.
Posterity. Because that's the kind of dude I am.
So you want to go into the second lockdown of Michigan?
Yeah, I suppose we can talk
all right, now,
about that.
We are in Michigan, and our governor locked this state down for 2 weeks to flatten the curve.
8 months later.
Which turned into 8 months. And then our Supreme Court basically told her to kiss off. And she flat out said she's going to do it again, and she is. And now I think she's doing it under the health department or something.
Let me see here. Yeah, here we go. Let's bring this up here for you guys so you can see exactly how our Botox-ridden governor thinks that she can run things. High Court strikes down Whitmer's emergency powers. Now, keep in mind, her emergency powers were technically rescinded in April.
Correct.
And then she kept issuing her little emergency power orders and mask mandates and all this other whatnot. None of it was constitutional, and that's why the High Court struck it down. She claimed, of course, it was partisan, which it wasn't. You cannot impede somebody's right to free assembly.
Yep.
And you cannot force people to wear a mask any more than you could force a young, stunning, and brave woman of Middle Eastern descent of a particular stunning and brave religion of peace to remove her head garb in school. It's the same principle.
Fair enough.
And you can't violate their rights to privacy, which is there's just with the whole COVID tracking thing. Isn't Ticketmaster now says it's going to try to track whether or not you've had the vaccine, so that they can prevent you from buying concert tickets. That's not a Fourth Amendment right violation at all. Of course not.
Yeah, there's gonna be all kinds of problems moving forward with this. This is not good.
But just think about how ridiculous this woman is, where she says, Well, the Supreme Court struck down my orders. They're unconstitutional. Oh, okay. Well, then I'll just have somebody else enforce my policies for me.
I'll find. Oh, yeah. Well, like she's using.
Isn't that called contempt of court? I'm just asking for a friend.
Well, they are talking about trying to impeach her, but there's some of the Republicans in the Michigan government which are cucking out. I don't think.
Yeah,
they're
let me bring
with
up that article for you. And you know what? Isn't this exactly what I said I was worried about as soon as I heard about this? It's like, oh, finally, somebody actually had the scrote to bring up articles of impeachment against this woman. And what was the first thing I said? I was like, you know what? I really hope that these guys don't cuck out because they're worried about being labeled as sexist in the media.
That's exactly what they're doing. I personally don't care. If I was there, I'd be trying to hammer that woman. Not in a good way.
Well, and now she just locked down the state again for another 3 weeks. Which again is in violation of the court order that says you do not have the constitutional authority. You do not have the mandate to do this. And she did it again.
Correct. Though I do know half a dozen businesses that are refusing to close down.
Good for them.
Well, one of them, he runs a jiu-jitsu school.
Gesundheit.
Yeah. And he basically blacked out his windows and told the students use the back door. We're not closing.
Not in a gay way.
Yeah.
Use the back door, but not in a gay way.
Yeah. And then, I teach kickboxing, and I'm not curtailing back anything.
No.
I don't even wear a mask. I haven't worn a mask in there ever.
I think my personal favorite is they're actually trying to tell people how many people you can have in your house.
Yeah, for the holiday. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you have to wear a mask in your house. Shut up.
Is there any law enforcement official out there who could actually, in good conscience, enforce this?
I wouldn't.
There was a...
Like if I was a cop,
it was a New York...
If I was a cop and I got called out to some of this shit, I'd walk up there and be like, okay, I was sent here for this reason. All right, we're going to have small talk, and then I'm gonna do the knife hand to you. You're going to act upset, and then I'm going to leave.
Yeah.
That's it.
Good.
That's exactly what I would do.
The knife hand.
And I've done that before with a lot of my soldiers. Okay, now I'm officially yelling at you right now. I want you to get a parade rest and act upset, and I want you to nod your head like I'm actually saying stuff you're agreeing with. Okay, all right, this is going to go on for a few more seconds, and then I'm gonna do an about face, and I'm gonna walk off like I'm angry. We'll talk about this later. I did that all the time.
Man. Well, that's exactly what these sheriffs are doing. And I know that there's a few in Michigan here, too. But it says here at least 4 New York sheriffs say that they will not enforce Cuomo's limits on Thanksgiving gatherings. Good for you guys.
I wouldn't either. They can pound some sand.
A lot of law enforcement people at least have some experience, like studying law, right? It's not just, you go running, jumping, climbing trees, bang, bang, whatever. If you know the law, you know that you can't enforce this. You know that it can't be held up in court.
Yeah, if it can't be held up in court, it shouldn't be enforced.
These governors can pass all the little mandates they want. Mandates are not law. Law is passed by a legislature. And the Constitution, the federal Constitution, supersedes all of that shit.
Correct.
Period.
Well, at least for now.
We need some more Schoolhouse Rock of people who are that stupid. Like, I'm so sick and tired of going to get food anywhere or walking into stores and they have that stupid sign up, wear a mask. It's the law.
It's not the law. Well, I wear the mask because my mother survived lung cancer.
Ha! Is it
I can't understand normal thinker.
Sounds refreshing.
But it really isn't.
Exactly.
I wish I got that guy's name. I'd make him famous. He's got to be dead by now.
We really need to just put that on a shirt.
Yeah.
We should.
We should.
I don't know. Are there any ladies out there who would wear a shirt that said, like, proud, can't understand normal thinker on it?
Probably not. I'm going to go with no, but I don't care.
And just so you guys know, this has been a long time request, and it's been something that I've been working on designing. I am finally working officially with a graphic designer who is going to be making a time-traveling Hobgoblins t-shirt that is going to have me as Marty McFly, Pop as Doc Brown, and instead of the DeLorean, it's going to be the cop car, and there's going to be like McDonald's fries falling out of the open door onto the ground.
All right.
You gonna finish those fries, bro? I can't believe that caught on so fast. People are still referencing that.
You time-traveling hobgoblin. That was
Get
funny.
out of here, you time-traveling hobgoblin.
I just pulled that out of my ass.
That's the line I gave you. What are you talking about? You just pulled it out of your ass.
I
Gave you that line, yeah. I've got it on tape.
Okay. No, you say so.
I think it's because I was watching the J.J. Abrams Star Trek the night before, and the best thing about those movies is Carl Urban as Bones.
Yeah.
And he walked away and he called Spock a green-blooded hobgoblin.
Yeah.
And I always find that really funny. That was just kind of stuck in my head. So the next day when I called you to do that skit, I was like, how can I have him call me a hobgoblin? I don't know.
Time-traveling
hobgoblin.
That's pretty funny. I don't know.
I think your cry really stole the show.
Yeah. That should be a ringtone.
Like the lumps of meat and cheese and shit all stuck in your mouth. It was so gross.
Listen, when that was happening to me, it was a sad day for the popster.
Yes.
It was a sad few months, let me tell you.
But hey, it just shows how far you've come since that dinner that we had when, like, right after we had wrapped filming Purple Heart, when you're like, I'm just tired of living, bro. And now you're willing to joke about it.
Yeah.
For laughs.
That was dark times, man. Dark times.
But hey, dark times forge strong men, right?
Yep.
That's what we always say.
Hard times forge.
Hard time. Well, either way. Dark times, hard times, same thing. Hard times, actually, those could forge Ornpay stars too, I think.
Yeah, well, while that was all going on, allegedly my ex-wife was...
allegedly.
She liked her dark, hard times.
Dark, hard times with a lot of smoke detector issues that required some fireman's hose.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. We can't talk about that in detail.
I don't want to get sued. It's allegedly.
Your ex doesn't watch this stuff.
I don't care. I'm sure there's somebody one of the reasons that she actually left her job that she had is like people would roll in there and like point at her and like, that's her.
Seriously?
Yeah. So
not because of something you did, but because of her reputation?
Well, because of the show.
Oh, because of the show.
Mm-hmm.
How did they even find her?
I think we referenced her a few times.
Well, yeah, but we've never once referred to her by name or told anybody how to find her. So
it's not that hard to find.
I've known you for what, 12 years? It's never even occurred to me to go and try to seek that. I mean,
that's the rumor control. Whether or not it's true, I don't know. I don't really care. But I thought that was hilarious.
It's really funny. That's her. That's the one who did the whole fire department.
No, allegedly. That's the one that killed his dog.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was some just ruthless bullshit right there.
That is pretty disgusting.
Kill a dude's dog, man. I hope she gets breast cancer.
Oh, gee, Pop, tell me how you really feel.
I would really love to see that.
We're so off in the weeds
don't care.
tonight.
I don't care.
I don't care either.
I mean, she like ruined my chances of being a quality father, killed my dog, turned me into a slave. I'm sorry. I don't have no sympathy for this person. None.
None your business.
No. So how many subscribers do we have now?
Let's take a look.
Let's take a look.
I'm curious myself. Let's do a quick reload on the page here. We have hit 1,060 subscribers.
All right.
Big special thanks to all the Red Pill creators out there who helped point our mutual fans to these channels. Joker, Donovan Sharp,
was
Sandman,
it Sidney McTell,
Aaron
the
Clary,
hamster?
Coach Greg Adams.
Greg Adams, yeah.
Hamster, James
Hamster.
Maxwell. I hope he's watching tonight.
That
If you're
dude's
there,
hilarious.
James, what's
That dude
up?
is hilarious.
I love it. He's got such a good voice, man. That dude,
He should be. He
he's
could
great.
have worked in radio.
I think he did.
Oh yeah.
I think that's where he actually started his career. I'm not sure if he's still in radio, but he's definitely got the voice for it.
Yeah, he does. He does. He's way better at it than I am.
Ooh, Polska Bob says that the county sheriffs need to arrest all these governors and the mayors too.
Amen.
I concur. Well, they're getting caught left and right violating their own rules.
Correct.
I mean, I don't know if you guys know about this. I can actually bring up the tweets, but Newsom, one of the biggest coronatarians of them all, recently caught out in public with several other elected officials in an enclosed area. No social distancing, no masks, none of the things that he tries to force his constituents to do on a daily basis. Otherwise, he's going to send the Gestapo after them.
Correct. Yeah, and then the Jews in New York City are really getting upset with Cuomo's bullshit.
All right, so let me get this straight. Our current president is supposed to be the Atsine, right?
Yes.
And the people that the media is telling me are the good guys are the ones who want to censor my speech, change history, lock me in my house, force me to wear specific articles of clothing, and shame me if I'm not willing to do so.
Correct. And call you an acist,
Yes,
xenophobe.
but I'm the Atsine?
Yes, we are Atsines. I don't see it.
I just wanted to make sure because I was really confused because as somebody who's actually studied history, I know what they used to do.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really line up.
And actually, I was looking at. Actually, Tim Pool just came out with a video that they want to actually send the 75 million people who supported Trump to World War II re-education camps. World War II style re-education camps. Because that's a way to,
Just like their favorite president, FDR.
Yeah. That's he did some bad stuff too.
Yeah. And I think it was Obama just the other day who came out and called the internet a threat to democracy.
Yeah, I'm not really a fan of that guy either.
Not so much.
No, I can't stand that guy.
The internet is not a threat to democracy. The internet is a threat to Democrats. Because this is where you come to find truth and facts, which is why big tech is desperate to try to scrub it clean of all independent thought.
Yeah, good luck with that. Because they'll just move somewhere else.
Yeah.
I know what YouTube is trying to actually go mainstream and have their own channel and stuff. I will never pay YouTube for their. I will not pay.
Yeah. Everybody remember YouTube Red? Me neither. No, yeah, Cobra Kai is awesome. That's why Netflix bought him. But
Netflix
YouTube,
bought it?
YouTube Red was a failed experiment from day one.
Because I keep getting the your free trial. You could.
YouTube Premium is what they're calling it now. Well, you don't have to watch any ads if you just buy YouTube Premium. Like, why?
Yeah.
So I can pay to watch uninteresting, sanitized BS content that I wouldn't be caught dead if I was like Alex in A Clockwork Orange, hog-tied in a movie theater with my eyes forced open.
But the
with
thing
a couple
is,
of guys in white coats forcing drops of water into my eyes.
Those independent, risky YouTube developers are the ones that made YouTube what it is.
Yeah.
And they're turning their back.
Guys like you and me.
Yeah. They're turning their back on the people that made YouTube what it is. It's going to fail.
Yeah. Also, they can get into bed with the multinational, multi-billion-dollar conglomerates that will all do exactly to them what they did to us as soon as the user base starts to dry up, which is exactly what it's going to do.
Correct. It's already started. And this TOS is the first symptom.
Oh, it's going to go off the chain after this.
Yeah.
Creators are going to start jumping ship in droves. The membership numbers over at Rumble have already started to skyrocket. And yet Rumble's been around for a while. People don't realize that it's been around for a few years.
Really? I've never heard of it.
But it just started gathering steam because of all the censorship.
Okay. Well, I never heard of them until like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, neither had I. But nevertheless, it's there. And we are on Rumble now, so go on to Rumble, search for Redonkulous Pop. There's only a couple of videos on there, but from here henceforward, they're going to be getting all the videos on the same regular schedule.
Outstanding. Yeah. And on a side note, for all the veterans out there and active service members who watch my channel, I need help in sharing this channel and videos to the four corners of the globe. Yeah. So if you see our videos,
I like
share
how you
'em.
call it the four corners
Of the
of the globe.
Of the globe.
You want to know why that's funny?
Because the globe doesn't have
Exactly. I'm glad I didn't have to explain it to your grunt brain.
It's just like the when I used to box in the ring that had four corners.
One of my personal favorite things I've ever seen from one of these flat Earth groups.
Oh, those guys are
We
hilarious.
have the Flat Earth Society has members all around the globe. Think about that for a second.
You mean
and
all
get
over
back
the
to me.
sheet? No. Listen, whenever you fire over 1,000 meters, you have the Coriolis effect.
Where it starts to go down, yeah.
Well, no, because when you fire the bullet, it's in the air,
Yeah.
and the world is actually rotating.
Oh, yeah.
And
So
then-
it'll stay at the same height.
No, you at 1,000 meters, you're like 4 to 6 inches off.
Okay.
So the Earth moves enough in that like 4-second flight time for 4 to 6 inches,
Okay.
and it's even farther the longer out you go.
So it's about, you lose about 1 peg D for every 1,000
Yes.
meters.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it that way. An average peg D.
Average peg D.
Average peg D.
Average to slightly below average.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It all depends. Are you a egg roll,
Egg roll. Yeah.
Polish sausage.
Polish sausage. Bratwurst.
bratwurst?
Bratwurst is a good one. Banana gobblers, cucumber connoisseurs, eggplant enthusiasts.
The dark-skinned catfish.
That's a new one on me.
Sorry. What are you gonna do?
You want to see some truly hilarious visual comedy? Because I have to go to a lot of these like royalty-free stock photo sites for a lot of our title cards and things like that. And sometimes I get bored. I'm like, well, I need to come up with something that's like a visual metaphor for Orn Pay or Schmexy time. So I search for it, and then you get totally random crap like bananas dipped in yogurt, or I'll just bring it up on screen because it's too funny. I will share it.
All right, yeah. I want to see that.
We can talk about this though in the meantime. Let me bring this up here. We were talking about governors not following their own rules, right?
Well, she is signed some bills that are protecting certain businesses from being sued, especially if patrons and so forth contracted the illness. Yeah, so she did the executive order where she put people into the rest homes that had the COVID, and a lot of people got sick and died. And now she's covering a lot of these businesses from being sued under her orders. That's
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And I think this is the only time I've ever seen Bruce Jenner wearing a mask, because most of the time she's not.
Nope. No, I
The
haven't
same
seen
person who wants to threaten you with jail is almost never wearing a mask, ever. Well, I shouldn't have to wear a mask because I'm going to be on TV. Suck it, Stretch and Gretchen.
it. I don't care.
Mr. Questerhopper says,
She looks smexy.
my brother actually calls her Demon MILF.
Demon MILF.
Yeah.
Does
At
she
least he
have-
understands that she's inherently evil.
Does she have any kids?
I sincerely hope not, but something tells me she probably does.
There's probably some idiot out there probably not that nasty.
Why is it that it's always the most evil, disgusting, vile, repugnant people among us who feel like they must procreate?
I have no idea. I don't know.
Ugh.
There needs to be some kind of law against that, I think.
All right. So, and once again, we're off in the weeds, but like this is one of the sites that I will, grab stock photos from. This is unsplash.com.
Unsplash.
But you can see here, you got like a banana with a condom on it. You got a banana inside of what looks like an oblong cantaloupe, and then you got this thing,
It's a
this
papaya.
monstrosity in the middle here. I love this one over here. 2 lemons with a zucchini, and then whatever the frickin' damn hell this thing is. Nice butt. I love this here. You guys like fingering a grapefruit. Oh, here's this. They got the double stroker over here.
The double stroker.
The double stroker.
2 Coke cans on a shaft.
I like the ones with the spinny pearls at the base. Whatever the
hell those things
for.
do. That's just creepy.
It is creepy.
Creepy.
We got a couple more super chats here, for lack of a better term. A few more donations over on Streamlabs.
Okay.
One moment. Excuse me. Will has donated $100. Thank
Jesus,
you very
all
much,
right.
sir. When the shit hits the fan, I'll volunteer for Pop's Army. I don't mind getting yelled at by someone I respect.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
I think this is my personal favorite donation comment of the night. Sydney Migtow, which we're going to be doing a live stream with him soon, right?
I hope so. That's a good dude right there.
Yep. I think he said that
He got started just talking in his car. That's awesome.
he's good.
Yeah, he's good.
Well, like what's Jericho Green?
Mm-hmm.
He just talks in his car. Still, he has more subscribers than we do.
I know.
We're doing too much work, man. I work like 40 hours a week on this channel.
Yeah.
And you know what I get for that when we're talking about exclusive content on Patreon? Oh no, that's just too much. Dude. One of these days I'm just going to time lapse my work day. You could just watch the sun go down through my window as I just stand in the same spot working on redonkulous videos. Then you can tell me how much you think it's worth.
No, we did redo that. We remade that one. on
Oh,
Friday.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so much fun.
Yeah.
We remade Booty Call Mileage.
Yes.
Not coming out this Friday, next Friday.
Yes.
Only on Alt Tech.
Because let's face it, everyone does the math in their head if it's worth the drive and time or not. And that's what we do.
Yeah. And when we first made Booty Call Mileage, it was late 2012 was when it was shot. Tinder wasn't even a glint
No.
in every attention viewer's eye at that point. I think it was initially launched in September of 2012, but it didn't become popular until way later.
Yep.
So basically, since we made Booty Call Mileage, everything about dating has changed. So of all the
And
videos
not for the
from
better.
our first season,
And not
that
for the
one-
better.
not for the better,
Not
yeah.
for the better.
But it made sense to do that one for an update.
Yeah, and that's one of the examples of the crazy stuff I used to come up with.
What you said there was a guy that you actually sat down with and came up with that whole video in the Army mess or something like that, right?
Oh, no. Like I would like be in my office and I have some of my sergeants come in throughout the day and we would talk and I'd be like, that'd be a good idea. I'd start writing stuff down. Tell me more about that. Colin, what's his face? So, what do you think of this? And he'd be like, well, yeah. I mean, before I know it, I got a list of 12 to 15 things. That's a video.
And then the rest of the material is you go into bars. So, how many bananas you had in you all at the same time?
Oh, no. All right, well, no. This is how that really happened. While I was in New York between 2013 and 2012 and 2018, I actually went to a lot of the local bars, and I would ask questions, because I needed to know.
I need to know.
And there was that one I was asking. I was asking these group of girls a bunch of risky things, and then progressively the questions were getting more personal and more dirty. And then finally, I got to the point where I'm like, so, can you please be honest? How many penises have you had in you at the same time? Without missing a beat, this woman soaks me from about mid-waist up to head with beer. And I did, without even missing a beat, I just like click the pen, go to my clipboard, and I'm like, so I'll put you down for three. Three it is then. And there's a guy at the bar. He like turns around laughing. He's like, you took that like a champ. He bought me a beer. We laughed our balls off at that one. But
that is too hilarious.
Yeah, that really happened. That was, yeah. And then I got into a push fist fight because I referred to this dude's wife as a hooer. Well, I didn't know they were married. They're like next to me in the bar, and they're like all over each other. And I'm like, hey man, get a room.
It's good times.
He's like, what did you say? I go, look, man, get your whore or whatever her own room. That's my wife. And then he grabs me, and we're like,
my wife.
and it's like it's really crowded, so he really can't get any punches on me, and I'm blocking him. And we get surrounded by dudes, and they kind of just walk us to the front door and push us out. So then it's just me and him out in front. And I'm sitting there, I'm like straightening up my my clothes and stuff, and he's like, he's yelling some stuff, and I'll go, easy. We're not in the bar here, okay? We're out in the real world, and I'll tear you apart. But he can't get back in the bar, so about 2 or 3 minutes passed, and I'm like, so where's your wife? Well, he like stops, looks at me, he looks in the window, and I go, she's not coming out here because she's a whore.
Smell your wife.
So he like tries to swing on me. I slip his punch. I get away. I get in my car. And then actually the next day, I got in trouble by the cops for bar fighting. And because I was in uniform, they weren't going to arrest me. They wrote me an appearance ticket.
Oh, yeah.
And that's when I had to...
it's like, all right, we're going to write you a ticket. We're just going to pretend like we're angry at you and giving you a reprimand.
This is an appearance ticket. You have to be there on the court date. And so I went in there, and like I'm in uniform, and they have the guys there. I'm there, and the judge is like, Sergeant Popp, how many wars have you been in? I'm like, I don't know, 3. Okay. Well, you're here for bar fighting. How should we handle that? I go, well, there's no way I'm gonna plead not. No, I'm gonna plead not guilty. I want a jury. I'm gonna fight this all the way down. He goes, okay. Well, I need to talk to the prosecutor. So the prosecutor comes back. He goes, okay, I just need you to admit to disturbing the peace, and then you pay your $50, and it's not even a blip on your radar. You're fine. But I had to go in the court and actually admit to it. So I'm like, Your Honor, there was peace, and I disturbed it. I paid $50, and that judge was like he's trying not to laugh. He was just laughing.
That's too funny, man. Well, you have a history of making judges laugh.
Oh, yeah.
Or making courtrooms full of people laugh under like the worst circumstances.
You're talking about the $300 thing?
Oh, yeah.
The $300 thing?
Well, no, was it $300 or was it $600?
Just $300.
$300, yeah. His wife took him back to court because she wants another $300.
All right. This is going on. All right, so I get stuck with like I think it was like $12.50 a month in child support based on a job I no longer had anymore. All right, and then if they would have tried to reevaluate, it would have been less. And you're just not going to get any more money out of me because the equation is what the equation is. And she kept, they have this, they have that, they need this, that. And finally, I just had enough. And I'm like, Your Honor, this is over $300. This is insane. She could easily suck 6 dicks by like 1 o'clock on Saturday. $50 a piece, $300, no problem. And like the look on the judge's face, he's like trying not to smile. He's like, well, I have to go back to the chambers. And then there's like 3 guys in the back, like, what? They like run out. And then so like 5 minutes later, the judge comes back out. He looks at the recorder. You could just strike all that from the record, Mr. Popp. We're not going to have any more talk like that in this court.
Are you sure?
I thought it was pretty funny. So it's not, they struck it from the record. What are you gonna do?
It is just too damn funny, man.
She can throat slam 6 ding dongs by 1 o'clock on Saturday.
Throat slamming the ding dong.
It's not like she had this. Allegedly, it's not like she had a lot of experience doing that with the whole fire department. Allegedly.
It's not like there was a bunch of dudes applying a copious amount of I can't believe it's not butter to her tonsils with their meat knives.
Allegedly.
Purple-headed yogurt spitters.
Ooh, I had to write that down. That's funny.
Speaking of things that are borderline hilarious, I need to show you guys this chart.
Oh, here we go.
Because the reason why half of the country is getting thrown back into the bank vault for the holidays, and you got governors trying to tell you what you can do, what you can wear, who you can be with, who you can have in your home. Yeah. It's because there's the case total. Well, spoiler alert, even if the same person tests positive 4 times, guess what? They're going to count it as 4 cases. But here's the real fun part. This chart goes from April to November. Back in April, you can see that we still had a startlingly high differential because here, the green line up top, these are the tests right here.
Tests.
Those are the tests. These are the positive results down here on the blue line. Okay.
And the red line's
now you
dead?
Can see the only time that it was even remotely identical was between May and June.
And the red line down is people who are dead?
Yeah, the red line is the red line. Yeah, this is where people bleed out.
It did.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So now actually, no, these are, I'm reading this wrong. Okay, the green line here, these are the average positives.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Average cases.
Okay.
Down here. Okay. Now, it's completely inverted. Now we are testing more people than ever before. It's way up here. There have never been fewer positive results.
And the death rate really hasn't climbed at all. So we've flattened the death curve.
It's actually gone down. It was at its peak here in mid-April. Since then, it is flattened out down here at the bottom near 0.
Because the survival rate for this is 99.75%.
It's actually higher than that. If you simply just take the case totals versus death rate, 0.03%.
Okay.
If you're, you yourself got tested for the antibodies.
Yeah.
You apparently had it, never knew you had it.
Nope.
Right?
Nope.
Okay.
But I knew that was going to happen.
If you take that into account, and if you take into account the fact that these are some of the most unreliable testing kits we've ever had for any disease ever, to where a goat and a piece of fruit will test positive.
Sweet.
And Elon Musk gets tested 4 times in 2 days and has 2 positive and 2 negative results.
By the same nurse.
By the same nurse,
equipment.
same everything, yes. When you take all that into account, that 0.03%.
Yeah. So it's probably on par with flu.
I knew, if not even less.
I'm going to be honest. I knew that I wasn't going to get really tore up by this, because I almost never get sick.
Not me neither. But really, here's the thing that I love pointing out to people who are so afraid of this thing. There are no symptomless common colds, and there are no symptomless flus. Take that home. Chew it. It's delicious.
Sweet. Yeah, I don't even know if... I don't remember getting sick at all. I don't even know how I got the antibody.
No. How do you flatten a curve? And why does it take 8 months to flatten a curve that's flatter than Brie Larson's ass?
I don't know. That's a good question.
How do you flatten a curve that's flatter than Brie Larson's acting?
Damn. But that's true. It's true.
That woman is the antithesis. She is the antidote to charisma.
Why you gotta use all them big words? You just knocked me out of my thinking groove, man. Dang.
Uman is asking, so how much does a vaccine that is 90 to 95% effective reduce the death rate of a quote-unquote disease that has a 99.98% survival rate? I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe they're just going to inject you with vitamin C.
Well, to be honest with you, if you're old, you have comorbidities, you should probably get the vaccine. I myself, I don't need it. I'm fine.
Sidney MGTOW says that the curve is flatter than the lead role in Cuties.
Damn. Holy smokes, that's a good.
If
burn.
you actually watched that movie, my heart goes out to you. But that actually brings up something that I haven't thought about in so long because we've been dealing with so much crap from big tech. If we could get away with it, and we would probably have to do this on our own live stream because YouTube would probably pull the stream down.
Okay.
But I think it would be hilarious if we did a live stream, you and I reacting to the movie Cuties.
Oh my God.
And letting everybody know when to hit play on their Netflix so we can all just bask in the depravity together.
Is that still playing on Netflix?
I believe so. Even though there's like lawsuits and stuff against it for indecency, I think it's still there.
Oh, wow. I don't really want to watch it.
If not that one, there's that, I don't know if it was a Turkish film or something like that, but there's one called 365 Days, which is kind of like 50 Shades of Grey if there was no romance and just creepy.
Okay. That's nasty. But
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to watch stuff like that, man.
I don't know if I'd want to watch stuff like that either, but at least from what I understand in 365 Days, just like 50 Shades of Grey, there's a lot of boobs.
All right.
I knew I could rope you into it. I don't want to do it. There's boobs. All right.
I like me some boobs, man.
Like the 15 and 20 mile an hour front and rear bumpers.
12 to 16 front bumpers and rear bumpers work. When you get into 20-mile-an-hour bumpers, that's the SUI territory.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not opposed to that, if there's enough beer involved.
Well, gravity eventually starts to take those bumpers and
because
pull
the
them
long
down.
legs and big tits will become big legs and long tits, and then you're stuck with like two tobacco purses with nipples.
Well, the upside to that, because I'm an optimist,
Okay.
right? You take a couple of these whammon, gravity has really started to take its toll. They're just hanging down to
They're
their
suffering
knees.
wall damage.
Which you get a couple of sawhorses, and then you get a group of like 6 of these women, and then you line them up like those ball bearings on the things where you pull one up and then they all smack into each other and start going back and forth.
I wonder if we can do that.
Do you think we could actually get some people to sign up for that? Because this could be a science experiment.
It could be. I don't think they would do it, but
So that's the thing about men. Is it's like we will look at some baby snack sacks no matter how old they are or how low they droop.
well, we'll look at them, but we may or may not turn away in
We may, turn away in
revile.
disgust.
Ugh.
But it's like a train wreck at that point. It's like you kind of like you should look away, but it's like
All right, here comes the train. It's coming around the bend. The bridge is out. Should I ring the horn, warning everyone? No.
nah.
All right.
The bridge is
there
out.
There's absolutely no way they're going to be able to stop in time. At least the locomotive's going over. Might drag 2 or 3 more. Yeah. Okay. Here we go.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Bruce Willis comes crawling out without a scratch on him.
Why didn't you
Where
ring
am
the
I?
horn? Sorry.
Free entertainment.
I couldn't look away.
You never turn your back on free entertainment.
No, you probably shouldn't, because you never know when you don't get any entertainment after that.
We got a couple more donations here. If anybody's wondering how to donate, and we've had some new people sign into the stream after the fact, I will slap that in here. The best thing about donating through Streamlabs is that it goes directly to the Redonkulous PayPal, and it completely cuts YouTube out of the loop. Winning.
Boom.
Boom. And we have 142 concurrent viewers right now. Thank you all for
Thank you
tuning
very
in.
much.
I think we did Sidney MGTOW's already. $5 super chat. He says, not to be spent on soy milk.
That would never happen.
No, that would never happen. Nah. I have to do the lactose-free stuff because I'm lactose intolerant. And I know that automatically assesses me a homo suspicion point, but I miss ice cream, so I'm not even going to argue with you.
I eat ice cream all the time. I love it.
You like your fat soup?
I like the fat soup.
Your solidified fat
Though
soup?
if I do have custard, I'd have to run for the toilet after about 45 minutes.
Really? Just custard does that to
Custard
you?
doesn't. Everything else is fine. Just custard.
Fascinating. I wonder why.
It's so good, but it just turns me.
Oh
into
yeah, it's definitely of all like the frozen dessert stuff. It's definitely the heaviest.
Yeah, that will definitely develop a bad case of ass piss.
I love me some gelato. They used to have a gelato joint in
Gelato's good,
Birmingham.
too.
That stuff was the bomb.
Gelato's good.
Love it. I totally dated myself. I just called something the bomb. Ah,
The bomb.
about 30 years too late for that kind of a remark. Damn it.
Damn it, man.
Jake Duke, not to be confused with Bill Duke. Anytime. $50 super chat. I can't wait for you guys to get free of YouTube speech codes and anti-gun bias. That's the plan.
I'm actually thinking of buying. It's a camera you put on the back of a scope, so you can see the crosshairs. So I can shoot, and you can see where the bullets hit and shit.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah,
We should do that.
because I got
We're thinking about going totally alt tech. And
I got
just doing
6.5 Creedmoor.
Yeah.
I have a 6.5 PRC. I got to reload that ammo though, because that's too expensive to buy.
Yeah.
That's some custom shit right there.
Once again, to all the people who are tuning in, we are thinking about going completely alt tech, and for the next couple of weeks, we kind of have to. But we're not leaving YouTube. We're still going to live stream every week, 8:30 on Thursday nights, Eastern time.
And you'll get snippets.
And you'll get snippets, yeah. Like, because I really enjoy the Crowder Bits channel, because he
Yeah,
got
yeah.
his like 2-hour long live streams. I can't watch them all the time.
Some of them are
But
longer than
when
that.
he puts up like a 10-minute video, I'll watch that all day long. So that's what we're thinking about doing with these channels moving forward.
Yeah, but he'll do 2.5 hours, sometimes 3 hours.
Oh, yeah, on election night, he was going for 7 hours.
I couldn't do that.
I couldn't talk for 7 hours.
I couldn't even watch it. I was so freaked out.
I know people in my family who can talk for 7 hours. I tune them out after 5 minutes.
Amen.
And Sidney Migtow again. Oh, he donated $3 with his curve is flatter than the lead actor in Cuties comment, which I rather enjoyed. So it bears repeating.
Sweet.
Sweet.
Sweet nectar.
So, what are your plans for the new 3 weeks to flatten the curve?
What am I going to do?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe I'll write some. I got to finish that damn book. I just have no motivation. I got to finish it.
Ever since the election, man, like your motivation
It's
to
been
do
in the
other
toilet.
stuff has just been in the toilet.
Like there's some like we'll film on Tuesdays. I'll come back here. I'll blow up some tanks, and then I'll just chill.
Blow
And
up
then
some
I
tanks.
go to sleep. You know, I don't even sleep in my bed. I sleep on the floor. 100% grunt, man. I'd like
100%
like literally, I'll be doing the tank thing, and I'm like, throw a pillow on the floor, lay down, and go to sleep. Because why don't I have to even go to bed? I barely sleep as it is. I mean, it's just a waste of time.
What's a good night's sleep for you then?
A good night's sleep for me will involve a first sleep and a second sleep.
It's kind of like hobbits.
Well,
You got
I won't
first
have
breakfast and second breakfast.
like if I can go to sleep and sleep for 4 hours, I'll usually and I usually can't sleep more than that. I'll get up and I'll have to go putt around, do something for an hour or something. And then maybe if I can lay down again and do a second sleep for another 3 to 4 hours, that's a good night. But normally I can't. Normally it's 3.5 and I'm done.
3.5.
Now, and I'm not, listen, I'm a realist. If you have poor sleep like that, I'm not expecting to go much beyond 65. That's why I'm on the 65 and out plan.
The 65 and out plan.
People get all upset. I'm like, you should stop talking. You should live forever. You want to live. I'm like, no. If I'm like walking around in pain and miserable, man, I'm just going to recycle and get sent back for a second jaunt at this whole. Because I don't think I'm probably one of those guys that gets sent back here time and time again. Yeah, I totally believe in that.
You think you blew it this time?
Yeah, I don't think
You gonna get a walkthrough?
No, I don't. I might get a short walk through, and then I'm getting recycled.
Oh, short walkthrough.
Yeah. I'm going to get I told you so, slap on the wrist, get back in line, do it again.
Fail.
I guess you could call it fail. I don't know.
Fail.
But we'll see.
J.A. says, just take some lactate. Everyone has their version of ass juice kryptonite. Mine is coffee.
My coffee does it to me, too, a little bit, but not all the time.
We can open up the floor to some questions, too.
Bring it.
Because, let's bring them on in, man.
Bring me some questions.
Let's talk. Because we got 137 people watching right now.
That's not bad. That's not bad for a brand new channel.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. Normally we have,
1,100.
1,200 people watching.
Yeah. If we can actually do it consistently at the same time and we get, the advertising out, I'd like to get that up to 20 or 30K.
I would love that. It'd be fun.
I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, Pop keeps having these dreams about us becoming a big live stream.
Why you
channel.
gotta ruin all my shit, man? Come on.
It's fun. It's fun. I would love to do live streams all the time because editing is the bane of my existence. I'm standing in front of my computer for 8 hours a day.
Yeah, I know.
When we're done here tonight, I gotta go home and I'm gonna be standing at my computer cutting Donovan Sharp stuff until 2 o'clock in the morning. And even when I go to bed at 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm not gonna be done yet.
Oh yeah. No, I definitely.
It's the same thing with this show. I finished today's episode or tomorrow's episode this morning.
Okay.
I shot Toxic Male stuff in my basement at about 11:30 last night.
Plus, I need to film a lair before I go. I cut out here to hang out with my kids for the weekend.
What are you thinking about doing it on this week?
I don't know. I have to jump on there and I look at some. A lot of people send me ideas in the email, and I really appreciate that when people send me ideas and stuff.
Scooty Puff Jr. says that Clary sent him here. Well, yeah, Clary is one of our buddies.
He's a good dude.
He's a good dude.
Yeah.
Some of you might have gotten sent here by Joker, Donovan Sharp, Coach Greg Adams, Sandman, James Maxwell. All these guys must have missed the beginning of the episode.
Yeah.
So if you want to explain a little bit about it, I can always fill in the blanks. But Carlos JC wants to know why we got censored again.
Okay. Well, apparently we got strikes for videos that had already been manually reviewed.
Yep, both of them.
Both of them.
The first strike, which came the week of the election, just by a coincidence.
Yeah.
Just a couple of days after we announced and showed a preview of the episode during our last live stream that we were going to be doing the top 10 Trump nothing burgers in time for the election. Randomly, they go back in time about 2 months to the second video that clarified what we're going to be doing with our Patreon and Subscribe Star and called it spam.
Correct.
Strike number 1. Strike number 2 was on the newest Popp Culture video to hit YouTube last Friday called Don't Marry Her. In the large scheme of our videos, that was pretty milquetoast.
Yeah.
I think there was nary a curse word in the whole thing. Maybe 2.
I don't understand.
And we don't even really use good butts on YouTube anymore. We use chicks in yoga pants, which is nice. I'm not going to shake 2 sticks at it, but it's
not the same.
It's not the same.
Yeah, but it's not strike worthy.
Definitely not strike worthy.
No. So, I mean, we got hammered.
And it didn't even say what it got. All it said was community guidelines.
Yeah.
Normally, it's very specific because when you click on it, it says, oh, it violated this, it violated that. All it said was community guidelines, which means we just don't like you. We want you gone.
Yeah.
And then they upheld it on appeal, even though I pointed out during the appeal, hey, this was manually reviewed and found suitable for all advertisers. It spent all weekend making money for you guys.
Yeah.
What gives?
What gives?
Never mind. And then if you actually try to sign into the Google support chat for YouTube, you're fourth in line. Half hour later, you're fourth in line.
Yeah, we need an attorney that is willing to write some spicy letters or file in court, because this is actually a breach of contract kind of thing. Because if they're saying your video is good and then they're saying it's not and they're having you for it, they're breaching their own contracts.
Ugh,
I mean, I'm not a lawyer, but, that's what it sounds like to me.
it's good times. I like this question here. Can I ask, what is Stewie's favorite scotch? Let me think here. I
Glenlivet?
think that I have to go with Lagavulin Scotch. Quite delicious. Comes from the great Scottish Isles. And I share it with my favorite television character of all time, Ronald Swanson. And for the first time on the show, we're going to be using a lot of Ron Swanson clips this weekend.
Okay.
I finally finished Parks and Rec. I think Ron Swanson may be my favorite TV character of all time now.
Oh, yeah?
He's so damn funny.
He is funny. I wouldn't say he's all-time funny, but he's funny.
He's up there.
Yes, he
He's
is.
definitely up there.
Any more questions?
I despise work. I don't like things getting done, but I do help others not to. I do like helping others not to accomplish things. I would work all night if it meant that nothing got done. I love it.
Any more questions?
I thought that my governor was a can't understand normal thinker, but your governor is way worse. Oh, Troy's in Maine. Yeah, your governor's a real piece of work, too. He's on the same Coronatarian Express straight to hell.
Yeah.
Not that I'm saying I condone this or anything, but if they try to keep this up, especially somebody like Whitmer, after coming right out and admitting that all of this crap is completely political, because she flat out said,
Well, a vote for Joe Biden is a vote to end lockdowns.
Yep.
well, according to the legacy media, he supposedly won. He hasn't, but he supposedly won. So, what gives?
Yeah, what gives?
I'm just asking for a friend. I just, And Ashley James says, wine, wine, wine. Wine? What are you talking about? Do you like wheat thins? Do you have a friend named Whitney?
We're talking about wine in a box?
Wine like in a box? I don't know. Boxed wine and cats?
What are you talking about?
I got nothing. Red Circle says, Joker! Yes, Joker's the man. Hamster told me about Popp being YouTube banned, and here I am. Thank you, Crystal Bravo. Welcome to the fun.
Outstanding.
Thinky Stingers, McFarthing. Popp sent me here via Patreon.
All right.
Jimmy Bones! Welcome back to the party, sir. I stumbled upon Popp a few years ago, coincidentally right after my of an ex left me. Has helped me through the darkest of times.
Yeah.
Jim got the shout on Parlor. Red Circle says, I've already been thrown off of Facebook. Join the club. You and Popp both.
I lost both my personal accounts.
Rob P. calling it like it is. If you get banned, you're being too honest.
I'm cool with that.
What is that saying from Game of Thrones? When you tear out a man's tongue, you're just proving to the world that you fear what he might say.
You fear what he has to say. Yeah.
Yep. What? MGTOW Ghost says, some fematwat called Popp pathetic on Joker's community post about Popp's channel, so we tactfully responded to her. I'm going to have to go look at that. That sounds like fun.
I'm pathetic. Okay.
Pathetic.
That's fine. I don't care.
Well, you know how whamming can be.
Whamming?
Whamming?
I don't give a shit what they think of me. I don't care anymore.
When you care what people think of you.
You are always their slave.
Exactly. Finky Stingers McFarthing again. Question. Can we see a bumper bonus butt edition for Christmas? An homage to the ladies?
Maybe.
That would be kind of fun.
Bumpers.
You know what? I want some actual fan bumpers. We put out a call to ours like a year and a half ago. We got a few, but I had to do that.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's a lot of dudes out there with pictures of ex-wives, ex-girlfriends. We can always blur out their faces, or you can crop them out.
Any tattoos?
That would be the ultimate Christmas bumper edition.
Yes.
Yeah, we can always blur out identifying tattoos. Yeah, some chick gets "My name is Kelly" tattooed right side up, like right above the crack of her butt, and then it's like upside down on her neck. So when she's,
So it can be read from both sides.
I don't know why I remember her name so well. Like, what the hell, man?
Yeah.
Girls named Kelly tend to be
No, I remember.
naughty slobbers.
I knew this one girl who had a Visa and a MasterCard on each butt cheek and a tramp stamp that says "Swipe here." Yep.
Male Rational, not to be confused with Rational Male, maybe. Your video, The Long Game, helped me out a lot in 2017.
That's why I made them.
It's a really good video. I like that one.
The long game.
Anyone know of a state that is taxing people now working at home? I don't know about any states, but from what I understand, the Deutsche Bank, one of the biggest gyp joints in the world, they are trying to push for an additional tax on people being at home.
Or work
It's
from
not
home.
like they chose to work at home. They're being forced to work at home
Yeah. That's
because of
bullshit.
an artificial recession created by Democrat governors.
Correct.
Give me a break. Bunch of wanking ball sacks. I'm spun up today.
I know.
I'm
So
not
am
a
I.
happy camper. Like, I woke up the other morning to YouTube giving us that freaking strike, and I've been like attempting to deal with the fallout and appeal.
But I
crap
called you and
for the
let you
last
know.
48 hours. I'm pissed.
No, I called you and let you know that we had some shit going on.
Did you see Justin Trudeau not being able to understand normal thinking talking about Agenda 2030? Is that his comments about the Great Reset?
I think it is.
I don't know if you heard about that or not.
Oh
me
yeah,
look
they want
that
to do
up.
the reset to take down capitalism and redistribute wealth and all that shit.
Well, the really funny thing is that if you're on the right and you mention this, they will say you're a conspiracy theorist. No, we're just responding to the disease. We're just following the science. We're trying to keep people safe. And if you don't believe us, then you want to kill Granny, weh? What did we get kicked off of YouTube for the first time back in April, May? You remember?
No.
It was for telling the truth
Oh yeah.
about what these lockdowns meant.
Yes.
Now Justin Trudeau is just flat out coming out and admitting it.
Yep.
Here, let me bring it up here so that we can actually show it to you on the screen. Yep, here we go. Flip it over to the desktop, transition it, boom. On Lauder with Crowder's website. Justin Trudeau exposes the truth about the pandemic, tells the UN that it's an opportunity for a great reset. Yeah, but you're a conspiracy theorist if you believe him, if you actually take him at his word, right?
Correct. Yeah, fuck that guy.
Justin Castro. I'm sorry, Trudeau. he totally got reelected, by the way, after the whole brownface incident. And I just found this out today. You know what kind of voting systems they use to tally the
same one we
electronic
have
voting?
here,
Yeah, the same one that's in bed with the Clinton Foundation and
Yeah.
all these other ones. Yeah, it's just a coincidence. That
Coinkydink,
Dominion voting
totally.
is a system riddled with glitches, and it happens to be everywhere where people are getting reelected when there's
shouldn't.
no,
Yeah.
it's just not happening. I'm sorry. I don't
I don't
cannot-
believe it. After what I saw now, I don't believe it. I do not believe it anymore. I do not. I'm sorry. We need to go back to doing hand counts.
Yes.
No computer, nothing. Keep the paper ballot for a reference,
Anything that is on a network can be hacked.
and it more than likely will be.
And even if it's not on a network, it can be programmed by people who can be bought.
Yes.
I mean, they discovered like over 5,000, almost 6,000 votes for Trump in Georgia that were just on memory cards that were never counted.
Yep.
And we're supposed to believe how many hundreds of thousands of votes just randomly appeared at 3:47 in the morning.
174,000.
And that was just in one state.
That was in Wayne County.
Just in one state.
Yeah.
And now they're about to call Wayne County for Trump. And what is their response? They're trying to dox people.
I know. Yeah. I heard that.
But yeah, they have nothing to hide. It's all on the level. This is the most secure election that has ever existed in the history of the world.
And Trump fired that guy.
Fail. Ugh, it pisses me off, man. Juck Bo Fiden. I like it. If this country slides into a real collapse, is there a reason not to just let it fail?
Well, I'm going to be honest. If it goes into a total collapse, there's going to be a lot of people who are going to be really pissed, and they'll be coming for blood.
Yep.
And more likely than not, I will wind up be commanding some of those people.
And I'll be right there with you.
I'm just saying, I don't want that to happen, but if it gets to that point and people start showing up like, "Hey, Pop, let's just go fix this," I'm like, "Okay, God damn it.
Yeah.
All right, let me get my rucksack, get my boots. Let's do this."
I mean, to be completely honest, I think this country's been finished for a long time. Because in the huge scheme of things, I mean, you go back in time.
Feminism.
To just the elections that have, not even that, I'm just talking about the elections that have existed in my lifetime. You know, Clinton versus Bush, Clinton versus Dole, Bush and Gore, Bush and Kerry, Obama versus McCain, Obama versus Romney.
Yeah, they're all like, they're politicians that have been around forever. They're in the pocket of whoever is pulling the strings.
You don't have to rig the general election when you can just rig the primaries. Because at that point, you've got two people in there that are both corporate puppets.
Yeah. If everyone in there is a corporate puppet, you don't need to rig the general election.
And that's exactly what it was for the longest time. It wasn't until Trump got in there and shook everything up, and they just believed that there's no way that he could win, with a tidal wave tsunami of propaganda constantly being thrown at him and everyone who was supporting him on a daily basis, and yet it happened.
Yep.
And so they spent the last 4 years trying to delegitimize that election. It's foreign interference. He stole it. It was rigged, blah, blah, blah. And, of course, up until he won, all of those same people said it couldn't be rigged. And you're trying to undermine the democracy if you say so. Now, all those same people who spent 4 years screaming, "Russia, Russia, Russia," now they're saying that to question the results of the election is to question the democracy. Just accept it. You're sore losers. It's sour grapes. Trump is a fascist. Blah, 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 blah. I'm
sorry. It is so obvious now. You can't put the monkey back in the bag. It is completely obvious now.
The monkey in the bag? I thought it was a cat in the bag.
Can't put the whatever monkey, cat, whatever.
The monkey's in the branching.
Monkey branching, monkey cat back in the box of wine. I don't know. You know what I mean.
Wine. Whatever that is. Ashley, what did you mean by wine?
She's calling us whiners. That's fine. I don't care.
But she's not spelling it W-H-I-N-E. She's spelling it W-I-N-E.
Whatever. I don't care.
Wine, that's the kind of wine you drink. That's why I'm confuzzled.
Confuzzled?
I'm confuzzled.
That's a gay word right there. It's a gay word.
Oh, Troy says that in Maine, if they go into a sit-down restaurant, they have to provide their names and addresses.
No.
No.
Get a fake ID. Of course.
Hi, I'm Patch Adams. How you doing?
That's funny.
No. I would never. I mean, you give them a whole bunch of identifying information they could rip your crap from anyway, but...
Just pay in cash.
It's just the principle of the thing.
Just pay in cash and give them a fake ID.
Fuck off!
There you go.
I love when I'm trying to read comments in order and then it jumps and I'm like, what the hell?
How many subscribers do we have now?
We are up to at least 1,070. 141 people watching.
All right.
Germany has gone. Look at the Connex container of AK-47s found in Spain coming into the country.
Excellent.
I didn't hear about that.
Spain. Yeah, we've got the same problem going on here. China's sending over all kinds of hardware.
Finky Stingers again. Pop, can you get Joey B Does Cartoons on a live stream? He cracks me up, and I think he'd be a funny guest for reactions.
I don't even know who that is.
I actually don't either. Well, I guess we'll have to look him up and see if we can get in touch with him. That could be interesting. I mean,
We can always ask
down
him.
for collaborations all day long.
I mean, I'm cool doing collaborations. What's the worst he could say? No or ignore us?
Exactly. Yeah.
Like Crowder.
Yeah. We're trying to get a hold of Crowder because we have
Ixnay on the info A.
I'm not going to go into detail.
Okay.
Because I am not clear to do that at this point. But I have direct information from the source that is suing and filing criminal charges against a certain stunning and brave Botox-ridden governor.
Too much information.
It has not been leaked to the media specifically because the media here is afraid of reprisals.
Yes.
So we're trying to get in touch with Crowder because as a former Michigan resident who lives in Texas, he wouldn't have to be concerned about such things. So if anybody out there actually knows how to get a hold of him, we have tried to actually call directly half-Asian lawyer Bill Richmond. Have not heard back from him yet. Popp is already giving up hope, even though he only called him today. And I keep telling him that he's a lawyer, and he's probably got cases. So it might be a little while before we hear back. But if anybody knows of any direct ways to contact him, because trying to get to him through his website, it's like trying to piss into a shot glass while it's spinning on a record player, while it's strapped to a running cheetah's back, and then you're on a unicycle on a tightrope blindfolded.
And
it's
dodging, while you're dodging boomerangs.
Mm-hmm. Jail. Stokely and his boys, Joker, told him that we were here. Thank you very much. Surprised Hammerhand is not here. Who's Hammerhand?
Oh, he's a big MGTOW guy.
Oh,
Good dude.
I haven't talked to him myself.
They've taken down a bunch of his channels, too.
Of course. I'm actually amazed that we made it this long, to be completely honest.
Yeah, me too.
They actually sent us a silver play button before they decided, well, you know, maybe it's time we start screwing with these guys.
These guys need to go.
Hamster just did a strike video on us, I guess. Oh, we can go in and watch that later.
All right.
James is a good dude. Michael Pelletier is in the house. Always love when that dude's around. Just got word from Hamster Boy and immediately subbed. Susie, want your cue, Pop.
Okay.
I don't know what that means. Do you know what that means?
No.
You don't know what that means at all?
No.
Patriarch of the Sith, though, is a pretty badass username. I like that. I'm going through here trying to find some more questions. BitSlide is a decent BitChute app if you're looking. I've heard about that, but it's not available for iPhone users, only for Android.
It's what, BitSlide?
BitSlide, yeah, for BitChute.
Oh, okay.
Here because of Hamster. You know, it's funny. You know, like Hamster has the least amount of subscribers of anybody who could possibly refer people to us, and we've had more people referred to us from him than anybody. Like him and Joker. Joker, just like he came out of nowhere, just like barreled right out of the chute last year. He's got like over 200,000 subs.
He's crushing
that dude he has figured out the algorithm, and he has wrapped it around its finger and made it his bitch.
Well, he's always played nice with the language and stuff like that, and we're a-holes.
Yeah, it happens.
You know,
you're a dick by choice, right?
Correct.
Well, you are what you eat.
No, I don't think so. Good burn, though.
The Great Reset will not go as they think due to our Lord and Savior, Billy P. and Starmalite.
I have no idea who that is.
I don't either. But no, the Great Reset never goes how they think it's going to go.
Oh, no.
Just look back at the French Revolution and you see exactly what happens when they try to perform a Great Reset in a population full of people that outnumbers them 10 to 1.
Here's what they're not counting on. Like during the reset, during the French Revolution, you had the aristocrats already, and then you had an uber amount of serfs and poor. Now, if they do that now, yes, there's a lot of serfs, and there are a lot of uber rich, but there's a whole gambit of middle class, and when you turn them, when you piss them off, it's going to be very bad.
Yeah. Because we know what happened to the...
if you're a dude and say you've been working for 30 years and you've got $3 million in your 401k and all of a sudden it's gone. All that time got flushed. Dude, Are you kidding me? There's going to be a bunch of people just wanting to hoist people up by ropes.
Yeah,
It's going to happen.
I've heard of a cognitive disconnect, but in the French Revolution, they had a neck disconnect.
Yes.
And that could very well start happening again. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I don't want to see it happen. I hope we are able to pull away before it gets to that point. But my gut feeling's telling me that it's gonna get ugly.
You know, you're on camera looking at your phone.
I know.
Are you looking at boobs?
No,
Is
I
there
was
tits
looking
on
at
there?
some of the emails from.
I would hope that if there's tits on there, you would be shaking.
No, I'm looking at emails.
We did have a fan actually send us a picture of his
Yeah.
ex-wife's boobs after the last stream. That was awesome.
That was funny. I wasn't expecting that at all.
I wasn't either. I was like, oh, look at his boobs.
I was just like, I sent it to you, and you're like, that's classic, man.
And I asked him, I'm like, is she as fat as she looks? I'm just asking for a friend.
She looks a little sloppy.
She was a little on the heavy side, but those boobs were huge.
Those are knockout boobs. So you get
We
caught.
got a couple more super chats,
Super
like I said, for lack of a better term. Jimmy Bones, $20. Thank you, sir. Libertarian constitutionalist here. Ignore the party names of those running for office these days. Rhinos are just as bad as the demon kinds.
I'd have to agree with you.
Yes. Polska Bob, $5 super chat says, a +1 homo suspicion point for Blake. You're up to 3. I'm watching you.
He's about ready
For
to
what?
go.
What did I get a homo suspicion point for? I'm just sitting here.
She gonna go homo confirmed?
What did I get? Damn it, Bob. You backwards Polak.
No. If we have any attorneys out there, send us an email. We could probably need your help.
Am I going to get banned for calling somebody a Polak on YouTube?
Nah.
I mean, Archie Bunker was doing it on network television in the 70s.
I don't know. Who cares?
I don't really care. It's a joke. It's a
Hey,
joke.
Joke.
Damn it. Used to be allowed to joke about stuff on YouTube.
Now you can't.
In the beginning, we used to joke about anything and everything. You took out a bratwurst and talked about reassignment surgery and scooped it out with a freaking melon baller, and just like it was the most disgusting shit I ever had to visualize in my life. That video doesn't even get so much as a sideways glance
I know.
from GooTube.
Come on, that was ingenious. You weren't expecting that at all.
That was genius.
You
I
were
will
not,
say.
You weren't even expecting. I showed up at the milk. You're like, what are you doing? I'm like, this is a prop.
Speaking of which, challenge accepted. Age restricted on the archive channel. Are you kidding me? It's milk. Give us a break. In the words of Dr. Evil, throw me a freaking bone here. Gosh. How do you get assessed an age restriction for milk?
I don't know.
Especially the chocolate milk that jumps up and gets you in the eye.
In the eye. That was
Give me a
terrible.
break. Jake Duke, once again, $20 super chat. Censor.tv is a great channel for banned YouTubers to go to. Please submit a wish list for booze that we can send you. Only the good stuff.
Censor.tv. Never heard of that.
I've never heard of that either. Is that a website or is it? He says it's a great channel. I have not heard of that before.
Is
We'll
that
have
a
to look that up.
platform?
That's what I'm asking. I don't know if it's a platform or if it's actually a channel that's on YouTube.
I have to check it out.
Ooh, interesting. Patriarch of the Sith back again in the comments, and he says the Dominion is also known as Sequoia Systems and is used extensively in tribal elections.
That makes
Is anybody
me
really
so...
surprised?
Wow. Shocker there.
Smell
Get
your
out of
mama.
here.
Red Circle's got a question for us. Well, mainly for you. You're going to love this. Body armor and battle belts. What brands do you trust for your gear? OD Green, Coyote Brown, or Multicam? Which do you like?
Well, let's see. I use a lot of the stuff, like the old military stuff. I buy it on eBay. And I have the old pattern that they had before they went to the new OTPs. But I have body armor goes all the way back to 2004 when I went to Iraq when it was BDU pattern.
Mm.
You have all that. Now I do. I no longer use the heavy ass sappy plates because those things are like 7 pounds a piece. That's ridiculous. I use the plastic. I think it's called Dyneema. It floats. And level 3+ armor. Each one of those plates weighs 2.9 pounds, and it's a damn good deal. Now, walking around armor, I have a lot of second chance stuff. 3A, and I might throw in one of those, what is it, a titanium trauma plate. But, you know, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, when they start, you know, slinging around rifle rounds, you know, just because you have a sappy plate doesn't mean you're not going to get zapped. Because that's only, you know, 8 by 12 inches. The rest of your body can easily be shot, no problem. So your best defense is getting low, fast, using cover and concealment, and suppressive fire.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
I got a good one here. Patriarch of the Sith with another funny comment. Will Popp's unit be called the Filthy Sixth because it's half the size of the Dirty Dozen? I don't know. I would have to go with Eskimo Brothers territory and call it the Sickening Six. Or maybe the Sleazy Six.
The Nasty Nines.
The Nasty Nine. The Frothy Four. It would be the Filthy Five, right?
The Filthy Five.
Ugh.
I don't know. That'd be actually kind of funny.
That would be pretty funny.
This is the Ninth Company, the Nasty Ninth.
The Nasty Ninth. This is the Sickening Sixth.
Come on, you gotta laugh. If you're gonna be doing crazy stuff, you might as well laugh about it.
Who were those skinny fuckers over there? It's the Icky Eighths.
Yeah, they got an eating disorder.
They ate too much sausage.
Yeah, they're still pissed off about that.
Too much chili mac and sausage makes Jack a dull boy.
Oh, it's good stuff.
Yankee Watchdog says my girlfriend is going to be pissed. About what?
Why?
What you're watching? You on surround sound?
You know, I do hand out my business cards to a lot of people, and I always like, hey, don't judge me. This is very male-friendly content. Don't watch it on your wife or girlfriend.
True story. Yeah, I'm always amazed when like I hear about married couples watching our stuff. Or
Yeah.
one of our biggest fans is actually a giant helper behind the scenes. We call her MG. She actually helped us archive all of our stuff to both of these YouTube channels.
She rocks.
Without her, when they struck our channel down, we would have been screwed. So big shout out to MG.
Speaking of which, we did set up a GoFundMe for future legal expenses. You guys check it out. Throw us a couple bones. Because I have a feeling we might need that down the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we can get our own half-Asian lawyer.
Yeah.
Can start getting our freak on. Patriarch of the Sith says, this is the most I've heard Blake cuss. That you haven't been listening.
He's spun up today.
I'm quite spun up, and I'm to the point now where I just
I
don't care.
I don't care light came on.
Yeah,
and you're now moving forward. I don't give a fuck speed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been there for years.
Yeah, because I was the one who called you today. I'm like, you know what, dude? If YouTube is going to treat us like this, bing.
Do what you gotta do.
I'm ready to just say screw it. Like we can live stream here, but obviously,
if you can,
like the money
if you
that
could
they
dial
can make
down
off of
your
our material.
frustration level from like 12, where it is now, to like 3,
I'd like that.
And then why not do that? And then you
be enjoyable.
Use your effort for other things that are more productive.
Well, trying to talk around this algorithm is enough to give you a stroke.
But it does come up with some very creative stuff.
Orn Pay Hub is definitely my favorite.
Yeah,
thing that we've had to come up
graping.
with. Grapefruiting.
Yeah.
There's been some really good ones in there.
What is it? What is it? The dumb cumster?
Dumb cumster, yeah. Not that I knew any of those in college or anything.
Ah, yeah. Woo! Oh, yeah. What are you going to do?
Oh, somebody was just talking to each other, but after how James Bond was handled, and not much interest in Holly Bells anymore.
Neither am I. In fact, if I'm watching a preview and I even get a whiff If any woke, crazy bullshit, I'm not giving my money to them. I'm not watching it.
I still have not watched Captain Marvel.
I
don't care.
Neither have I. I will not either. I will not. I hope she gets fired hard.
The only time I am interested in looking at Brie Larson is Googling her nude photos. That's it. I don't care.
Okay, good. Yeah.
She got a nice rack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She got a bad attitude. I don't need it.
No. Well, the reason why pictures of her are better is because she can't talk. As soon as she opens her mouth, I just want to shove something in there so she can only speak to me in vowels.
Well, yeah, vowels are good. Yeah, vowels are good. What's the next one?
Well, we got a lot of comments here. Not too many questions, just a lot of comments.
A lot of comments?
Uman says this is why they want to get rid of the middle class.
Correct.
Yep. As soon as you take away our elections, this election has proven to at least half the country that your vote means jack and shit.
Correct. Yes.
And if they're allowed to shoehorn the Trojan horse into the White House, you can look forward to a lot of JFK haircuts. I'm probably gonna put money on that happening in the near future because people are gonna really become disenfranchised then.
Yeah, I hope it doesn't get to that point, but I'm seeing it coming. So we're almost out of time here. We're at
Pulse Kebab says, "You know what you said, Blake." No, I don't. I'm sitting here. I'm just talking out of my ass. I got assessed a homo suspicion point. I don't even know what happened. Why? It's because I'm drinking this? Damn it.
Could be. Though margaritas shouldn't get you a homo suspicion point.
These are good.
Yeah.
Of all the pre-made margaritas that you can get, these are definitely top of the line.
That was funny. We found it at the Alcohol Emporium.
What is this? Nate has a question for Pop. If at 43 I can run 5 miles in 45 minutes and can do the morph challenge after, am I in good enough shape? Question mark.
Of course you are. That's pretty. 5 miles in 45 minutes is pretty good. I can't even come close to that right now. I'm old.
Pulse Kebab said that he's from the south side of Chai Congo. We're all ball breakers, so I'm not offended by being called a Polak. Well, that's good. That's good.
Ball breakers.
Ball breakers. Dirty Harry Potter says, they're locking us down for our safety. Just like Jeffrey Epstein. We need a screen 5 emoji in there for that one. That's beautiful.
No one was surprised about his suicide except him.
Oh, I love this. The Bratwurst video was brilliant and disgusting at the same time.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. That's what I was intending it to do.
Jay says, whatever happened to McClane and McClane? I don't know who that is.
McClane, I don't know. I think it's some kind of
John
detective.
McClane? You gonna watch Die Hard for Christmas?
No.
No. I watch Die Hard every Christmas.
No, it's not a Christmas thing for me.
It's a Christmas movie.
Is it?
Yes.
I didn't like
Takes place
it.
on Christmas.
I didn't like it the first time.
You don't like Die Hard?
No, it was okay.
There's your homo suspicion point.
No, it was okay, but come on. Bruce Willis has never been an action guy.
Die Hard.
Not really.
JMG617 said, which group is Riggs going to be in? Well, but he's probably dead.
He's probably dead by now. If he's smart, he'd be dead.
The Airborne Gonorrhea Division.
Syphilis.
Syphilis.
Riggs has got syphilis. How'd he get it? I don't know. I'm not fucking him. It's not funny, Pop.
I don't know why we're really worried about the Yahoo, when really what we should be worried about is the gonorrhea outbreak that's happening all over the country.
Yeah,
there's been a special outbreak of antibiotic-resistant gonorrhea here in Michigan.
Oh, that just makes me feel so much better.
Well, you don't have to worry about that because you're celibate by choice.
Yes.
Not an incel, a volcel.
Whatever.
Oh, we got a couple more, one more super chat here from Pennsylvania Grunt.
All right.
$25. Thank you very much. When my ex left me and stepson spiraled in after and eventually OD'd,
Oh,
it
shit.
was Popp who answered an email from me and gave me some hope. Never forget that or him.
Well, I do answer a lot of emails to the wee hours of the morning. You know, I try to read them all. I get a lot of emails, but sometimes people just need a word of hope.
Yeah.
You know.
Speaking of which, Jay says Riggs didn't die. You know something we don't know? Are you Riggs?
Are you Riggs? Riggs!
Riggs! You syphilis-ridden bastard.
Oh my God. I was watching that stuff on YouTube about the history of syphilis, and that was some wicked stuff that shit did to you. It like rotted your brain out,
Ugh.
destroyed your spinal cord, you know, rotted holes in your skull and just warped your bones and stuff. I mean, goddamn, that's horrible.
It sounds pretty damn horrible. Wasn't that like the Tuskegee experiment or something that did all that stuff? Was that
Well,
syphilis?
they actually infected a lot of those guys with syphilis and didn't tell them for years, and then they recorded all the horrible side effects that happened. So, I mean, that's just terrible.
Popcorn power. What's going on in this chat? I don't know. I've been trying to figure out the same thing.
I don't know either.
It's all good. Duck farts are better. I don't know what that's all about, but it's funny. It's a funny comment. Dirty Harry Potter says, if it was White Claw, I would understand. Yeah, I agree. When did White Claw become like the patron saint beverage for Caucasian people?
I don't know. I don't even like White Claw.
It seems like it just kind of happened overnight. Next thing I knew, just everybody started bringing White Claw to all the freaking weddings that I was shooting. What the hell is going on?
I've had like maybe 2 cans of it. I don't even like it.
It's glorified seltzer water.
It's seltzer
from what
water
I
with
understand.
alcohol.
Yeah.
So that's all it is. It's flavored seltzer water with a dibble of alcohol in it.
Troy says, my mom gave me strawberry daiquiris, and I asked her, what the hell am I supposed to do with those? Drink them?
You drank them? Yeah, I do like foo drinks, and I
So
will
daiquiris are rum and margaritas are tequila. If I remember
I don't
correctly,
remember.
that's how it goes. I think
I don't
daiquiris are rum.
I don't remember. All I know is I'll drink the shit out of that stuff.
Bartender.
I love ice cream drinks with booze in them.
Oh, okay. McLean and McLean is an old comedy group.
Oh, okay. Never heard
Gotcha.
of them. I don't remember them.
Jimmy Bones is reminding MGTOW that it's come swallow a heels up Harris. Always worth a good laugh. Hey, Pop, what would be your opinion on first-time gun buyers? What to get, attachments, training, etc.?
Get a Car 15 and a 9mm platform. Right now, you can pick up a good SIG 226 secondhand. They're getting swapped out from a lot of law enforcement organizations. You can get one for like $400 with 3 mags. Yeah, $400 to $500. Yeah, a Car 15 platform. You can pick up one of those between $600 and $800 for one of the mid-range quality ones. The mags are still relatively inexpensive. The hardest part is just getting your hands on the ammo. But that's what you should get, that in a 12 gauge, because if you have to fight inside a building, a 12 gauge with buckshot is pretty good.
Pound for pound, the best stopping power for home defense, from what I understand, right?
Well, you don't really have to aim a shotgun. You just have to point it in the general direction.
Probably my favorite comment of the night here from Jake Duke. If Riggs is dead, you know he's voting Democrat.
So true. No, I did have one of my old squad leaders send me an email a while back, from back in the day. He now works for Glock. He's retired. Yep.
Dingleberry Pie, another quite astonishingly nice username here.
I like it.
Says that you need to get a Venmo and put it in the description. So basically what I've been telling you for the past 2 months, if we can get on that. VENMO.
Venmo.
Yeah. Venmo is like the new thing that a lot of my clients use Venmo to send stuff to me because they take no fees.
Okay.
So it's not like PayPal, where PayPal will try to send you a W-9, all that other. Well, not W-9, 1099, but still.
PayPal is.
I always confuse the two.
I don't know. Yeah. Okay. I'll look into Venmo. I will look into it.
Now the chat is all talking about Zima, because I guess that used to be the former patron saint beverage of white people.
Zima. Oh,
Zima.
that's
Hey, you remember
old.
Zima?
I remember Zima.
Oh, God.
I hated that stuff.
There was a video, and I'm tempted to see if I can find it because it's so disgusting just to show these guys. There's a YouTuber that I watch. His name is Brad Jones. He does a show called The Cinema Snob, but he also does this show called Brad Tries, where he'll eat, funky things that are just out for a limited period of time or whatever. Somebody sent him a Zima from like 20 years ago that was never opened. And there was like brown floaties in the bottom and stuff.
Don't you dare drink that.
He cracked it open and he drank the whole thing on camera and then went and puked.
That dude's an idiot. You can die from that, bro.
You probably could.
Dude, botulism is a thing.
It is a thing.
No.
I'm not saying it isn't.
There's no way I would do that. I have my limits, man.
I'm going to see if I can find it here.
I don't. Please, I want to see that, man.
Well, you want to see that?
No.
Oh, come on.
Oh, come on. Why is it?
Well, at the very least, we can put it up on the screen so people can actually see what the bottle looks like with all the crap in the bottom.
God,
Just
you're
to
going
show
to
you what
ruin
a
me, man.
20-year-old Zima looks like. Oh, it's so nasty.
Do they still make that?
Bring this up here. Yep. Look at all that. Look at how opaque it is.
I don't want to see that. That's,
Oh, yeah, he drinks the whole thing, and he's just like, whoa.
God. That's how you die.
Well, it's the same dude who tried the thing that I wanted to try to get you to do, the one chip challenge.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's a single tortilla chip. It's like a Dorito.
Yeah, and it's saturated with like
saturated with like ghost pepper and whatever else.
Hottest shit imaginable.
Yes.
It's one chip.
And it's one chip, and it comes in a box that's shaped like a coffin.
Yes, I've seen it. I will never do that.
Why not?
I will never do that. I tried at a bar to do the ghost wing challenge.
Yeah.
Six chicken wings,
Yeah.
ghost pepper sauce on them. I made it through 3. I couldn't even finish it. I had to call into work the next day as I sat on the toilet all day. I was literally going to wipe my ass with ice cream. It was terrible. There's no way I'm doing that. I learned my lesson. You're laughing. You're
yes,
laughing.
I am laughing because it's funny. I'm going to wipe my ass with ice cream.
Dude, it hurt. Dude, no. Dude, that was, and I remember telling the full timer I worked with, he was laughing his ass off. As I was honest with him, like, "Hey man, I can't come into work today."
Okay, dude.
He said, "Wow, what's going on, Pop?" I did the ghost pepper challenge. I made it through 3 wings, and I can't get off the toilet. My ass is on fire. He just starts laughing.
Somebody in the comments is like, he doesn't really drink that, does he? I don't know. Let's take a look.
Oh, please don't. I don't
Look, he's already cracked open the bottle. Oh, he's smelling it.
It's got to be nasty.
Oh, you can see it on the screen.
I don't want to see it.
No, I don't want to see it. Where?
I'm censoring myself.
He's like gagging himself. Come on, Brad. You can do it. Come on. Oh, here we go. I'm going to skip to it. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, here it goes. Here it goes. He's going to drink it. You better watch, Pop. Almost suspicion point.
I don't want to see it. I don't see it.
I love it. This video is like 9 minutes long. It's almost 4.5 minutes deep, and he still hasn't tried to drink the freaking
It's good to end when he throws up.
Here he comes. Oh, here he goes. Oh, man. He's chugging it.
Ah!
Oh, look at the face. Oh!
God,
It's a 20-year-old malted beverage.
God, no. Dude, just finish it. Just do it. You're just...
Do it!
Just finish it. Just finish it.
Oh, he's going to go throw up.
No, you're making me gag.
Oh, okay. I'm not going to make Pop watch any more of
God,
that.
that's horrible. God, that's horrible.
You can see him like tearing up.
Oh. All right, move on.
Zima. I think they brought that back very briefly, didn't they?
I don't know. I never liked it when it came out. I hated it. I tried it like one time. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah.
This is nasty.
It is just like nasty, like super sugary, sweet malted beverage crap.
I didn't like it at all. I remember I used to go down there. It was in Royal Oak. It's a bar called Guzzling Alley. I used to hang out there all the time, get a black and tan or two. Yeah. They had Zima in there. I remember somebody bought me one. I'm like, what is this piss?
Somebody said that the ghost pepper wings definitely worse than the one chip challenge.
I'm not
So
doing,
you made it through.
I'm not doing
made it
it.
through half.
I am never doing that again. Everyone in the bar was laughing at me. So I was like, literally, I was like, I couldn't even throw up.
A buddy of mine who used to watch this show until we hit things a little too close to home. Which happened very early on. I think it was Back Burner Blues. So she would never do that to me because she's different.
Yeah.
She loves me. Yeah, it's the kind of stuff that he used to tell himself. We've all done it, though.
Yeah.
We've all done it.
Is he the one I said was going to live in a refrigerator box?
No, it's a different guy.
Okay.
And be nice to him because he's going to help you set up your gaming stream.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
But my buddy Chris and I, we went to a Buffalo Wild Wings. Now, I don't know if you guys know this, but their hottest sauce, I think it's called the Blazing Sauce or something like that. Now, if you specifically ask them for it, they will bring you a small cup of the oil that they skim off the top of the Blazing Sauce. And that's where a lot of like the really spicy stuff, it all rises to the top.
Uh-huh.
He took one dip of his finger, put it on his tongue, and he's a clean-shaven dude all over his head. That thing touched his tongue. Within 30 seconds, I watched every pore on his head liquidate and start to sweat, and he was miserable for about 15 minutes from just that one little drop of that oil.
Yeah, I don't need that.
So if you ever want to just mess with your friends, next time you take in a Buffalo Wild Wings, you know, if they don't force you to wear a mask and you have to try to eat through it,
I don't know.
just to be a dick to your friends, go for it. Somebody said that hot sauce had me on the toilet for about 3 hours at work.
Nah, I was on the toilet for all day. All day. On and off all day. I didn't even leave the house.
Bad Pop. What is the best way to make sure my vote counts in the future? Vote in a different country?
Well, typically, if your vote is attached to something that has a maximum effective range, it probably counts. Just saying.
Robert Howell says that ghost pepper and a beehive smoker works good to get rid of rats. Imagine doing this at a riot.
Ooh. Though I was wondering, during those riots, they didn't show up with one of those trucks full of shit and like to squirt people with like with the liquid shit. I think it'd be awesome. Get out of here.
I was really hoping we'd get to see that microwave emitter tested out, but then like they called off the protest.
I wanted to see that too. I've never seen them use that thing yet.
So that's a couple of really cool things that we were robbed of this year. We got robbed of the pandemic experience.
Yes.
We didn't get to see anybody bring out your dead, and we didn't get to see people microwave like popcorn in the streets.
Yes, I would have loved to see that.
It's been a sad year.
I wanted to see like the laser where they shock you at a distance.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Isn't it like it's like a laser?
It's a laser.
Thing? Yeah.
And then it excites the water molecules in the air, and then they could run a current right down the laser.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool. Like watch somebody like seize up and fall to the ground, do the kicking chicken. Like what happened to
Why
him?
don't you reach out to some of your like intelligence buddies, and then we'll just test it out on you on camera.
No. Actually, when I was doing the
Why
Griffin,
not?
I did the Griffin group. They sprayed me with the mace and then pepper spray, and then I got tased.
I'm just saying, man, if
That
you want to
sucked.
get some more like subscribers, people watching our stuff, you got to be willing to take one for the team for some laughs.
Yeah. I mean,
I've been trying to get you to like dress up as a woman and things like that. You know, like, I don't want to.
no, I got tased. I did not take that like a man.
All your taste is in your mouth.
No,
Who the hell do you think
tased.
you're kidding?
Tased. I got tased. Well, they shoot you with the darts and then they shock you for 5 seconds.
That sounds like fun.
Oh no!
Right in the nuts.
That's
Just take
That's
it
a long 5
Take
seconds.
it like a
man.
champ.
That's a long 5 seconds. Long 5 seconds.
1 out of 10, worst pandemic ever. Agreed.
Yes. Yeah. Unbelievable.
MGTOW goes, somebody's commenting to him. As I knew a dude when I was a police officer who could spray the pepper spray down his own throat with no effect.
There are some people out there that are just immune to that stuff. It doesn't affect them.
Oh, Jacob Blake, before he wound up with a profoundly amazing chiropractor bill, resisted a tase. He's probably drugged off his ass at the time, but he got tased. He just kept on right on walking.
No, when I was in basic training, we had a guy when we went through the CS hut. He was just totally immune to it. He literally didn't put his mask on. He was like, "What's going on?"
Wow.
Everyone's like freaking out, coughing and shit. He didn't bother him at all. Not at all.
Dirty Harry Potter's like, "Do it, Pop. Take the laser challenge.
Take the laser challenge." I think that's a classified piece of equipment, though.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, if it's classified, how do you know about it?
Because I know people.
Bullshit.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
We'll see.
Well, I'm just saying. No, from what you said, they were planning on busting this out for the Washington siege, right?
Yes.
So if it's classified, how did you find out that they were going to be using that when half the country knew about the microwave
because that was going to be on the roof of the White House.
What?
And then they were going to have the actual, it's like a big dish.
Yeah.
And they microwave people. And you could do that at quite a distance. And that's not secret that it exists.
If that actually ever does happen, I hope that somebody straps like bags of popcorn to their body so that they explode like the end of Real Genius.
That would be interesting. I'd like to see
That would be quite
that.
awesome. Good movie, too.
That was a good movie.
Troy says, "Stop humping the laser, Blake. I'm just trying to feel the power between my legs, brother."
Hey. You got another one?
Ooh, the Ranisman says, "You need to try the hot sauce in Thailand."
I need to just go to Thailand. I would like to go to Thailand and hang out for a while.
Gee, I wonder what you would be doing in
I don't
Thailand.
know. We'll see. You never know.
Sampling the cuisine.
I don't know. Things
the
can happen.
all-you-can buffet.
Maybe. Things happen.
Things do happen.
There's collisions.
Why is it up here if you have a DV on your record and it goes to U.S. Customs, their computer, and is shared with Department of Transportation? I learned this after a crappy date 3 years ago who wanted money. What? I don't know what that means.
That's probably talking about like when they look your record up and you cross the border, they know everything about you.
I don't know. Oh, we got a couple of first-timers in here. Seattle Green, first-timer here, sent by Better Bachelor. Hey, welcome to the Seattle Green. Thank you for joining us. Good times, man. That's actually a really good way to segue into this one. I think it'll be the last question of the night because it's 10:47 p.m. What is the funniest Army story you have?
Oh, shit.
Not including the Pringles can.
Wow.
Oh,
the funniest Army
The Pringles can is probably my favorite.
You like that one? That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Well, you sent it
All right.
to another dude, and it just sat in his mail slot for weeks, seeping through the cardboard, the packaging.
It stunk up the entire
Human
mailroom.
feces.
The entire mailroom. Yeah, that was priceless.
We need to do a skit about that, just because that would be hilarious. You know,
Wow.
there's like a secretary sitting at her desk. You know, you get like captions up on the screen like The Shining. Bong, Tuesday.
What the hell?
Is that Susan?
I think she forgot her douche again. Wednesday.
Okay, now this is ridiculous.
By Friday, they're like, okay, we got to check all the mail slots.
This is terrible.
Somebody pulls out the bag. Oh, my God!
Well, because it was, from what I heard from the Marine, it had leaked down, and it actually was affecting mail that was like 2 or 3 slots below it because it had slowly seeped through.
What can Brown do for you?
It's like, ah! I swear, if I'd admitted to it, I'd have been hammered. But I didn't admit to it.
You got really lucky.
I got
that
lucky.
You didn't get hammered for that.
Yeah.
Because
Plus,
that
it
was
was
a biohazard.
Plus, it was a Ranger School thing. So.
Sydney says, "Was that a Biden sniff?"
No.
You know, the Kung flu would be the worst thing to happen to Joe Biden. What's he going to do? What is he going to do if he gets it? Besides die, he's not going to be able to go and sniff kids for a while. He won't be able to tell the difference.
All right, now this isn't one of the funniest stories, but this is a funny story.
All right,
this is back when I was in the 9th Infantry Division. I was a private first class. We're in Yakima, and we're doing like maneuvers and shit, and yeah. And if you're on Yakima, it's a prairie, so it's windy as shit. Okay. And that particular night, they had dug in the shitters. They come in with like one of those backhoes. They dig like a big trench. They put some boards across it, and then they put a row of toilets on there. And you just go out there and do. There ain't no chicks out there. It's all dudes back in the day. So it's like 2 a.m. And I got to go take a dump. And I'm walking out there, and I hear, "Help me, help me, help me." And I look in there, and they had dug the trench too wide, and they had 4x4s and the bank of toilets. So if you had to take a dump, you had to take this little bunny hop across the gap. And the first sergeant didn't make it. And you can see where his hands just clawed in as he slowly fell into the shit ditch. Ow. And I remember he's like, "Get me out of here, Pop." I'm like, oh, hang on for a second. I ran up to the CP, and I remember like, "Hey, the first sergeant fell in the shitter." Everybody and their mother like, "Whoa!" They all run down there to watch him. And he's like, "Get me out of here." And he was literally standing in human feces up to his like mid-calf. It was hilarious. And 2 days later, the first sergeant was living up in the CP. And again, it's like 2 a.m. and the wind is just whipping. And I got like this weird feeling. I look back and I watch the entire GP medium just take off into the air and fly away like a lunar lander. Gone. And all you saw was this tornado of papers and people running around. And it was utter pandemonium. It was good shit right there. That was really funny.
I like that one. I like the when you blew the gigantic hole.
Oh yeah,
in
yeah.
the middle of the court. Was that an Abu Ghraib or was
no? That was that was the demo range on Fort Lewis.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a good one. I did not think that hole would be that big. It was huge. And it rained grapefruit-sized rocks for like hundreds of meters. Because all of that material got thrown into the air, and like we had one go right through the windshield of our pickup truck that I had to explain to the commander. But, at least I was honest about it a little bit.
A little bit.
Things happen, sir. That was good times.
It's good times.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think
Is that it?
It's almost 11 o'clock. So you want to call it a night?
We got to wrap it up.
Give them the safety briefing.
All right, everyone. Don't drink and swim. Don't drink and drive. If you're going to bang, wear rubber and take the rubber with you and flush it down the toilet and watch it go down. If you have to fight, don't fight alone. Never go to the ground. And if you have to go to jail, go with all your buddies because people get raped up in there.
That's good times.
Just saying.
All right, gentlemen. You all have a good night.
Boom.
Enjoy yourselves. We will see you next week back here on Grunt Speak. Oh, okay. I have to do one last thing, apparently.
What is that?
Polska Bob just donated $10, and he says, "Blake, in the Stewie voice, you need to call Pop a time-traveling hobgoblin."
All right.
Dude, I didn't even know you back then. Get out of here, you time-traveling hobgoblin.
Good
I feel
times.
like a dancing monkey, but it's all good.
It's all good.
All right, guys, we're going to leave you guys with a little bit of music to let the delay in the stream catch up. Have a good night.
Take it easy.
Mahalo.
Mahalo.
What? Nothing wrong with that.
That's funny.